Go to hardafseltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. The peach, the lemon lime, the strawberry shortcake, and the blue raspberry. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten if you give a shit about that. We are live in over 100 stores in Tennessee. More just opened up. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house.
Live from our studios in Austin, Texas, this is Drinkin' Bros Fake News with Ross Patterson, Dan Holloway, Papa G with the traffic,
How you feel?
Not good.
Yeah?
field reporter Hot Bob, and Delco Dan with sports. Welcome to Fake News.
Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros Fake News, everybody. Bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week. However, D'Anthony, we're leading off today's show with some news that was certain to be fake. It had to be fake. This news couldn't possibly happen.
Are you talking about that archaeologists found the Temple of Poseidon in Greece?
Same one.
It's weird,
Same
man,
thing.
because I've had a long-standing personal conflict with the ocean.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I didn't want it to. I tried not to make things personal, if I can help it, but
Yeah.
he's been a real cunt. You know, like how many sailors have died? Then there's all the movies with Zeus and shit. I mean, it's like the Greek gods in general were a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, they were.
So anytime I get a chance, I throw, batteries and electronic equipment into the ocean.
A lot of plastic six-pack
Correct.
rings. Yeah.
But also mostly electronic stuff. And what I found was that I didn't realize this at the time, but I'm helping eels recharge themselves.
You sure?
So
Sure.
I'm doing more for the planet than Poseidon. They should find a temple to me or build one.
And they might.
Instead
Give it
of
time.
instead of what Congress is trying to do right now, which is a Republican congressman just requested a bill that would put a bust of Zelensky in the Capitol.
Really?
Yeah.
Which repube is that?
I don't know, some fucking bitch.
Okay.
Well,
we're all fucked, right?
Speaking of bitches, by the way,
Yeah.
there's a new committee that's going to investigate all the fuckery with the FBI and shit, and one Republican voted against it. Can you guess who that one Republican is?
Oh, boy. I can't.
Dan Crenshaw.
No. Was it Dan?
It's shocking.
He lashed out the other night, and it seemed like it was towards you, by the way. He goes, some people call me Eye Patch McCain. I've heard Eye Patch McCain before. Lots.
Then he said that people clutch their pearls when he calls his colleagues terrorists.
Yeah.
You don't see the difference between me making fun of you for being a cunt and you calling people terrorists because they have divergent political views? Yeah, he's the best thing that dude can do for this country and this world is leave it.
Well, give it time.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to be rich, dude. He's not going anywhere. Rich people live forever.
Yeah,
if you're
we'll
rich
see.
and white, it's like fucking Biden right now.
We'll see.
If you're rich and white, you can do whatever you want and you can live forever. Top story today, kids. I hate it. I didn't want this to be true. Oh, but it is. It is. They found some classified documents at Joe Biden's house. There's just no way. There's just no way. It's not like when they raided Mar-a-Lago, what was it, 6-8 months ago? I said every single president and VP usually takes documents with him. What's the fucking big deal here? Well, Joe said it was a big deal. Democrats said it was a big deal. So now it's time to raid his fucking house. Raid his fucking house. We got to keep it equal. It's the only way we can possibly do this. They found top secret documents, not in one location, but two locations, D'Anthony. And one was a locked garage. Now, he claimed it was safe because it was a locked garage, and that's where he keeps his Corvette.
Yeah, it's like if anybody tried to steal it, he would just get away like Smokey and the Bandit.
Well, would he? Because is the Corvette electric? Why are we doing the Green New Deal? Why do we give a fuck about energy and all that other bullshit that they spew if you're going to drive a Corvette?
Well, you know.
I don't really understand. There's a lot of confusing things here. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm going onesie-twosie here on the documents or the Corvette, I got to say the Corvette first because it's hurting the world and we're all going to die. Global warming, and it's Joe who's causing the floods in California.
Well, no, I
the
think
seal
that's,
attacks.
I think that's indirectly maybe Joe Biden's involved because of the gay stuff, right? Because that's God punishing California for gay.
Is it really?
I think that's been decided.
Maybe.
Didn't Jerry Falwell used to say that?
I think he did.
They are
he
correct
did.
that it's not God, it's Poseidon.
Right. See, and now they've found his temple, so we'll be able to exhume Poseidon's body.
I hope so.
And then have gay sex with that, and then we'll fucking see.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Like I don't give
here.
a fuck about the ocean.
We'll see.
Fuck the ocean. All right.
No, we know that. We know that. We know that.
Sorry
for
for yelling.
For sure. Nowhere near close to the top story today, but I love you for it.
Well, whatever.
Love
Yeah,
you
but
for it.
Biden's. This is. Go ahead and play this, Bob. This is the 60 Minutes interview from when he was interviewed after the Mar-a-Lago raid, and it's just the incredulity on display here from a guy who knew. Well, who knows what this fucking retard knows?
Well, here's the interesting part. So he is president at this moment, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out, as of an hour and a half ago, he knew that he was being investigated for hiding secret documents before the election.
Yeah, I mean, this is not me giving him the benefit of the doubt. This is me saying that he has vascular dementia. So I'm not sure what exactly he quote unquote knew.
Well, why do you
what I mean?
go on camera and do this fucking interview in 60 Minutes when you know you were doing the same shit?
Because he didn't think anybody would fucking catch him.
Boy.
Yeah,
They did.
That's why Bill Clinton debated the meaning of the word "is," knowing he had fucking ejaculated all over that woman's face, feet, chest,
thighs,
back, and hair,
calves. Yeah,
right.
A lot of ejaculate all over there. Yeah,
there is so
dress.
much semen. Oh my god, dude.
Ropex.
There was like a 3 or 4 year old dress that still had cum on it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of semen that day. A lot of semen that day. But go ahead and play this video from 60 Minutes here, Bob, because it's shocking.
You saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago. What did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen. How anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
And you don't know. And you saw the photograph.
Yeah. Look, it is irresponsible, Joe. It is.
This is almost, I don't know if it quite reaches the level, but it's almost like OJ's If I Did It book.
This gets,
know what I mean?
it gets better. So, Bob, go ahead and pull up the Peter Doocy clip from today. So, Biden was forced to do a press conference to the United States here for the investigation. And then right after that, Merrick Garland, head of the DOJ, gave a speech at about 1:15 Eastern today. But I was shocked that he took this question from Doocy. I wouldn't have done it if I were him. And then he just spirals completely out of control. Nobody asked about a Corvette. Nobody asked about the goddamn car. Go ahead and play this. Bob.
It's like almost like he's flexing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. President, classified material next to your Corvette. What were you thinking?
Let me, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay, so it's not like you're sitting out in the street. But at any rate, yes, as well as my Corvette.
Were the doors to Mar-a-Lago not locked?
But as I said earlier this week, people know I take classified documents and classified material seriously. I also said we're cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department's review. As part of that process, my lawyers reviewed other places where documents in from my time as vice president were stored, and they finished the review last night. They discovered a small number of documents of classified markings in storage areas and file cabinets in my home and my personal library. This was done in the case of the Biden Penn, and this was done in the case of the Biden Penn Center. The Department of Justice was immediately, as was done, the Department of Justice was immediately notified.
And, you need a fucking DJ
for
for
the
this
Department
shit.
of Justice to take possession of the document. So we're going to see all this unfold. I'm confident.
And here's the primary difference between this and Mar-a-Lago is that, well, there's two. One, we don't know. I've not heard that Biden was served with a subpoena yet and ignored it the way Trump did, right? So we'll see. He knew he was being investigated, though, before the election.
Sure did.
And that didn't make the media.
How?
Unbelievable. Well, because the FBI
Dan, I'm shocked.
The FBI is trying to gut our country from the inside out, and they're working with social media to propagandize all the time. The other big difference is that any materials Trump may have had, he had the statutory authority to declassify, whereas Biden did not because he was the vice president during his time in service, which does not confer that level of authority.
Sure doesn't. So Merrick Garland came out about roughly 2 hours ago at this point and made a statement as well. And obviously he's head of the DOJ. Now, this is unprecedented because he's still in office as the president of the United States.
I would rather have the head of the DOJ, Snoop Double DOG, make him the fucking leader of the world. That dude's awesome.
Sure. How much weed did you smoke today?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Enough.
definitely off the rails.
You hating?
No, not at all.
I'm supporting
We've
that
gone
deal
into
that you
actually
have.
Poseidon and
What I
Snoop
took,
Dogg within the first 10 minutes.
I actually haven't smoked any weed today. I took ketone IQ.
All right, did
I'm
you
not
really?
kidding. I haven't smoked any weed yet. Today.
Okay. You're locked in.
Yep.
You're locked in today.
No, I won't.
But yeah, Merrick Garland's head of the DOJ. Now, he's in a tricky sitch here because it's a sitting president now who's hiding classified documents. And obviously, as you heard from Biden himself there, he takes classified documents very seriously.
Not only does he take them seriously, but everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
If you ask, hey, is there anybody else in here? Ask Joel if he knows how seriously Biden takes.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know about Biden and secret documents?
Does he take him seriously, Joel?
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Joel, who I don't believe
reads.
I don't think he could find the news if we asked him to.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Still knows that.
Yeah.
So look, that checks out.
It all checks out. Now, as far as the garage is concerned, it was locked. Is he saying that Mar-a-Lago is unlocked? Because if so, I want to go. I just want to walk in.
What kind of garage is locked, though? Because that's not how I refer to. If somebody said,
No.
is your garage secure? I'd be, yeah, the door is down. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say it's locked.
No,
So
I don't-
how
I
are
don't
you
lock
driving
it.
cars in and out of it through, like, do you have to go up on two wheels and go through the door and then you lock it behind you?
I'm not sure. The only locked, well, that's storage. That's Storage Wars. So no, it's never a garage. Never a garage that's locked. But he said it was, and he kept talking about his Corvette over and over and over again, which is not electric. They don't make electric ones.
No,
yet,
but
so.
he's trying to stunt on fucking Peter Ducey.
That's what it
do you-
sounded like.
What do you drive, you little bitch?
Yeah,
I drive
I
a
got Corvette.
Dude, do you see my shirt? There are no sleeves.
Yeah.
Rock, flag, and eagle, son. Get the fuck out. That's what he should have said. Look, I need to
Sure
be
should've.
Biden's speechwriter from now on.
And you could be.
Yeah.
You could be. But the question is, and this is what I said ad nauseum on the Mar-a-Lago raid, is you're setting a dangerous precedent by doing this because now you got to do it to him too. So what time do you think the FBI raid is today?
It's going to be at probably 13 o'clock.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
So it's
not
not
gonna
gonna happen?
Yeah, no.
So there's a lot of pressure right now from the Republicans because they control the House.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, we should conduct a raid. We should go through the House and we should go through everything the same way you did with President Trump, and really find out what's out there. Because if you knew for this long and you were being investigated before the election,
Yeah.
what else is out there? Because
Con-
now we found a second location.
Congress doesn't have the authority to do that, though, right? The executive branch controls the Department of Justice. So Congress cannot order the FBI to go do something like that.
So who would have to do that?
The president.
So Biden himself.
Or Merrick Garland, one of those two people.
Joe?
They're the only two people that have that authority.
Joe, if you take it as seriously as you said, and I believed you, I believed every word out of your mouth during that 60 Minutes interview. You've got to raid your own house, okay? Stay behind, have all of Secret Service. Who is it? The FBI? Put the gloves on, go through the wife's clothes, same as Melania, all that shit.
I don't know if
Sniff the
anybody
panties.
really wants to go through Jill Biden's clothes.
Why not? They put her on the cover of a magazine, not Melania.
Because she's not hot, man.
But Melania wasn't hot enough to be on the cover of a magazine. Dr. Jill Biden was.
I would go through Michelle Obama's clothes just to see if there's like a dick pouch in the front of her underwear.
Hey, Big Mike.
Yeah. Like she probably wears Hanes tighty whities with a fucking dick flap in the front, right?
Not sure. Or if it's a dip flap, that'd be great too for dip.
Dip or dick, yeah.
Put a little
way.
pouch in there. Put some Black Buffalo in there.
What are you gonna say? You got a stupid look on your face,
Giorgio?
Look, I just think sleeve or sheave underwear has the
Sheath,
patent.
yeah.
Sheath,
has a
yeah.
patent on
Oh,
it.
they're great, yeah.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, she probably
I'm
only
wearing. I
wears
think I'm
sheath.
wearing sheath right now. Yeah. I've never put anything in the pouch though. What are you supposed to put in there?
Your
Keys?
dick and
Wang.
balls.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your dick.
Dude.
It keeps your dick and balls lifted. Did you not realize that?
I've been wearing them inside out. Then.
What do you think the
I
word?
wore it on the outside.
What do you think the word sheath means? Oh my God! Did you
I
think it was
thought-
really for storing
No,
stuff?
I thought it was for like
Oh
your
my
gym,
God.
like my gym packs. 'Cause I wear them to the gym, and I was like, oh, all right. I mean, I guess I don't have pockets
guess
on some
what?
sweatpants.
It's
That
not
that
like
maybe
putting
you
an
could put like
iPod
a
Nano in there.
a couple car keys, a Nano. Yeah, dude.
All right, Giorgio. No, stop
was-
forcing in. For
Or at least some pills. Hey, look, you might
I
be
like sheath. They're fine. I don't give a fuck.
You might be the dumbest motherfucker of all time.
Yeah.
How could you think that that's what that's for?
Man, that's what I thought.
you know
'Cause
what?
I see
You know what
those
these
women-
underwear need is a fucking pocket, bro.
Well, I see those women at the gym with they've all got a pouch for something.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe they
And this-
finally made one for dudes.
In the side of the leggings. and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. So I was like, maybe they made one for dudes, but where do you put that?
No, it's to
on top of your dick.
It's to stuff your dick and balls in.
Fuck. I don't need that.
Well, test it out and see if you like it first.
No, I don't like it.
You don't know. You haven't done it yet.
Well, I already know I won't like it.
You
Okay.
see, sometimes you have to try new things.
I'll try it. I'll give it a go.
For somebody that says that'll
Give it a
play
go.
about dudes, I think maybe you should try
The
this.
screen is very far away, okay? It's not like I'm on 60 Minutes or something, all right? The screen is very far away.
How
We
could you?
all know that.
How
For
could
the
you?
audio
How could
listeners,
you?
How is
it
somebody-
a 63-inch television?
How is somebody? Yeah, it's like the biggest television. It's a 65-inch. Actually.
Yeah, but
It's
it's like-
not that, it's the squares,
It's
dude.
40 yards away.
I was going to say, well, it's the square. It's all divided up into 19
It is.
squares.
It's like-
4 hash
it
markers
might-
away.
it
And we
might
literally
be-
have the hash.
I'll pop a pic up on my
It might be
Instagram here.
14 feet away. Giorgio, just get a fucking tape measure right now. Grab one right now. Let's fucking measure this.
Here's
shit.
the distance.
I don't want to hear it.
I will
no.
put this on my Instagram. Go to @STJamesSTJames.
You do whatever you want.
And
but
go to the stories. I'll post a picture. That's how far away it is.
I'm going to post a picture of the fucking literal. Here we go.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Grab it. I'll grab it. Go ahead. Oh, look at that.
Hold on. I'm going to take a picture.
God. Look at how long that is. Go to the side of it. That way we can really get a true view here of everything that's going on. What do we got? How far?
144 inches. It's 12 feet away.
12 feet away, but then look at how tiny the squares are.
Yeah.
On top of that, dude, 12 feet away. It's more than a free throw. Yeah.
No, a free throw is 15 feet.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Look up the free throw line,
Sure
Bob.
not,
It's
dude.
15 feet.
Is it 15? Same length. Whatever, dude. If
It's
you can
closer
read
than a free
something
throw.
inside the backboard, congratulations.
It's closer than a free throw.
If you can change.
Free throw line's 15 feet. Yeah.
All right, if
Yeah,
you
I know
can-
it's 15 feet.
If you
Top
can
of the key's
change
18.
what a fucking backboard looks like and put it with the little squares up there with trannies in
We
it.
are all dumber for having listened to this
yeah,
conversation.
it's getting rough now.
This is. I'll put the picture up on
I
fucking
think I'm
Instagram.
I got to be
dude.
honest. I'm thinking about filing a workers' comp claim after hearing that shit.
My God,
I think
dude.
half of my brain just blew out of the back.
You're not saying, like you said 83 inches, like I'm looking at an 83-inch screen. I'm looking at a tiny little screen. It might as well be in Braille, for Christ's sakes, dude. It might as well have bumps on the screen. Like, it's so fucking hard to read, dude. God damn it.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Talking about some raids that are
Joe
happening.
Biden's a cunt. Yeah, that's right.
I think it's going to go down tonight. I think he's going to call in his own. He has to because he takes these documents so seriously.
Do you think he's going to be outside with an earpiece in? Go, go, go.
Yeah, you have
And then he's
to.
like, wait. And he has to run inside, lock the door behind him.
Oh, hey,
Then he comes
everybody.
back out.
Whoa, what's going on here? You just woke me up in the middle of the night.
Maybe he'll do one of those, a lot of social media people like to do that bit where it's them but two different people and they just changed hats or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just Joe Biden interrogating himself.
Yeah,
We're here for the WMDs, Joe.
that's all we're here for.
Corvette, man. They're in a Corvette. It's locked up.
But for every dumb motherfucker out there during the Mar-a-Lago raid who said shit of like, oh, you gotta know what's going on, We've got classified documents we need to know. You sure do.
Yeah.
So we need to know now as well. So don't think we fucking forgot. We need to know now. We need the goddamn answers. And when you set a precedent like that, well, it's time to rate all your shit, homeboy. Because it's not like you have a son who's under investigation as well from a laptop that didn't exist, but now it exists, but then it doesn't exist. And it's still not there. One of the fucking classified emails, by the way, that popped up in this was Ukraine. Now, when I read this morning, I was like, shit. Who do we know that worked with Ukraine that has the last name Biden other than the president's?
Yeah, I can't remember, man.
I can't either, man.
It's look, this is a tough job.
I know.
Tough job.
I think it's Hunter.
Yeah.
I think it's Hunter. But when you go through all this shit, and again, you do a 60 Minutes interview, you knew ahead of that interview, 2 years in advance before that interview, that you were being investigated for classified documents? Like, what the fuck? The audacity and the gall to sit there and do that interview to the nation and be like, "Ma, I can't believe it. It's just so irresponsible." Sure is, Joe, and it's a goddamn shame, isn't it?
I don't know how nobody's hasn't overlaid Greta Thunberg over the top of this dick yet. Like, how dare you?
Oh my God,
that would be a good clip.
That would be a good
What's
clip.
wrong with you people?
Yeah.
We have jobs. We can't do this shit all day.
I can't just clip up Greta Thunberg stuff all day.
All of you that are in the chat, the 150 of you that are in here listening to us right now, what are you doing with your lives?
What are you doing with your lives?
You can't make a fucking simple edit on a clip
on
and
Thunberg.
Do something for us for a fucking change.
Yeah.
Instead of us always providing you with stuff.
We're giving you gifts every single day. So you can give us a little Thunberg over Biden here. But this is a wild one for me because he's still in office. He's still got 2 more years.
Oh yeah.
So what happens now?
It's a good question, right? I mean, this is going to be the Republicans are going to try to drag this out as long as possible. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I don't really care for this strategy too much, but it is kind of what happens. They're going to grandstand and try to get as much material as they can to run against him, right? To use as political fodder in the 2024 election. That's primarily what will happen here. Nobody's going to get prosecuted for anything.
But is he running?
Yeah.
So he is going to run?
He's getting ready to announce, he was going to announce this week, I think, or next week, but I don't know if he will now.
Sure right? Can't now.
No. We'll see.
I mean, this throws a wrench in everything because you were kind of riding on a little high here with the Kevin McCarthy bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I understood that. I thought it was just as ridiculous as everybody else. But then this happened, and it's almost like McCarthy should send him a fucking fruit basket, something. What do you send the guy who has everything, including a Corvette? Another Corvette?
No, you send him a picture of your fruit basket.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. In a Corvette?
I guess if you can get the lighting good, right? Because they're probably going to be bucket seats in that thing.
Right.
So, and if you're in the you got to pull out of the garage and get some natural light on, because you're not even going to be able to see the nutsack.
No, you're definitely not. But the shock and horror from everybody on social media when it happened to Trump, how could he as the president? How could we do?
Well, even
the vice president.
Even at the time, we already knew that Obama had 30,000 documents at his home in Chicago, and nobody had even checked on those yet. They've been requested multiple times by the federal government after his time in office, and he's never responded to any of it. So this is. The reality is this is something that literally every president does.
Yes, and
nobody fucking cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cared until fucking Donald Trump did it.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, the only person other than him that's ever even been investigated for something like this, I believe, was Scooter Libby during the fucking Bush administration.
Okay.
And that's because I think he got fired or something, and he grabbed some documents on his way out.
Took a bunch of shit.
And I think he was trying to do it. I don't recall exactly, but I think he was trying to leverage it into some consulting or lobbying job after the fact. That's why he got hemmed up for it.
Sandy Berger also prosecuted.
Oh, maybe it was Sandy Berger and not Scooter Libby then.
Who's Sandy Berger?
I feel like Scooter Libby was the one that stuffed shit in his underwear.
Yeah, I think he jammed it down the front of his the sheath. That's what it's for. It's for taking classified documents.
Your dick and balls.
It's not. It's for taking classified documents out of the White House.
Sandy Berger was under the Clinton administration.
Yeah,
Scooter Libby was involved in the Valerie Plame outing.
So now where's the second set of because they're going through this now, the second set of classified documents. So the other ones were by the Corvette in a locked garage, which we all know is a thing.
Yeah.
People lock their garages all the time.
Yeah, mine's got a Schlag on it.
All right, so these were at storage space in. Oh, it was in the house. It was in the other fucking house in Washington. So this was at. It looks like he had a little like a brownstone or something like that in Washington over there. So they found those there. The other ones were with the Corvette in the locked garage and It's fine. Can you get impeached for this?
I mean, you can. Yeah,
if you're a sitting president.
Yep, you could get impeached for that. Yeah. For a violation of federal law, yeah.
So why wouldn't the House just introduce it tomorrow and say "fuck you"?
Because I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. I think I think they're going to wait. Maybe they tuck this in their back pocket. It's not going to go away. There's no statute of limitations on presidential impeachment, right? So I think prioritizing the Hunter investigation first is probably the best idea. That's what I would do.
Well, what if the two are related?
They might be, but you don't know that yet, right?
I don't.
So why try?
I just know about the Ukraine connection. Yeah. That's about it.
But why even bother charging him now, or even trying? I guess the Congress or the House acts as the grand jury for more or less. So why even get into it yet until you get all the fucking details? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe wait. It's probably gonna take 6 to 8 months.
But if they've been investigating for 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. So we knew before the election. Nobody said anything before the election. I'm just looking at a timeline here of when this had happened, and then you want to add 6 to 8 months? You said on top of that.
Probably something like that. Yeah. I mean, from the Republican perspective, my guess is what they'll try to do. So the left, particularly the Senate, wants to try to use this stuff about Trump to prohibit him from running for office again. That's been one of their main goals. And the right can now leverage this about Biden against them, so they can't do that. I think that'll probably be the outcome. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to get arrested.
All right. Yeah, I know nothing is definitely going to happen. Nothing is going to happen with all this. It's fun to have a podcast and talk about it just because everybody out there was like, oh my God, why? Why did this happen? And it's, dude, you did it. You did this. Like, you did this in Mar-a-Lago. Nobody would have gave a shit. You raided a president's house, which you said not to fucking do. Now the only choice you have left is for you to get fucking raided, or everybody's going to bitch about you not getting raided. And then you saying you've got a locked door on a Corvette garage and all that other shit makes it fucking worse. At least he was in Mar-a-Lago with the goddamn hotel. Like, nobody's leaving a hotel unlocked.
Yeah. What if they raid what if they raid the place and he's just sitting in the Corvette with aviators on, revving the engine the whole time?
Be great.
I mean, look, just do something to make me like you. That would go a long way, to be honest. If he was just sitting there in like a sleeveless T-shirt, Iron Maiden T-shirt, and his Corvette, because it's an old
when
Corvette.
They raid the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an old Corvette,
or is he
right?
Trying to off himself.
It's an old. Can you find a picture of him in that Corvette? Because I think it's an older one.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's not I don't think he has a new Corvette.
Those are definitely.
I think it's like a
eco-friendly.
classic one.
Those are definitely not
because
let's see it.
I seem to remember people. I seem to remember him driving around in it and shit, and people taking pictures and be like, "Oh,
it is pretty cool."
Yeah,
wow,
that's dope.
So all right. Now that I've seen this thing, that is definitely a flex on Peter Ducey.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. He's like, Peter Ducey, what do you drive?
Yeah,
huh?
I got a Corvette, man.
Yeah,
I got a fucking Corvette, man.
Listen here, Jack.
Yeah.
To be fair, in the clip, doesn't Peter Ducey bring it up?
He does. He does.
Well, no, that was So no, he did not bring it up. That we played.
We cut in late.
Yeah, we cut in late on that.
We cut in late because he wouldn't shut the fuck up about the Corvette. That's when Ducey came in and was just like, "Did you leave it next to the Corvette?"
But
Is
I also don't want to imply that Peter Ducey's not jealous, because you know he is.
Yes, I'm jealous of that Corvette.
Yeah, that thing's dope. That's
a nice Corvette, man.
What is it, like a '63 or something?
Something, dude. I don't even know. It's dated. Maybe it was when he first got into politics.
This is
47 years old.
A 1967 Corvette.
Holy shit.
That's dope.
I'm pretty goddamn close.
I like it, man. I'm not gonna lie. And now I'm gonna vote for him. So
yeah, you sure are, dude.
That's all it took.
It never takes much. To be
just
honest.
a dope ass car.
I just kind of get
a dope
bored
ass car.
Yeah.
We'll kind of do it there, but yeah, man.
Unless like Trump comes out in one of those big Resvani trucks or something, the tank. Have you seen those? Those
yeah,
are
the
fucking dope,
Gervonta
too.
Davis one.
No.
What does he drive?
I
You
don't.
think?
I don't. No. That's a different thing.
Oh, it's a different one because that one looked cool.
Trump,
what does Trump drive? I don't think he drives.
He hasn't driven for himself since the 70s. What are you
I
talking
actually
about?
do not know that Donald Trump knows how to drive a car.
He probably can.
And that's not even a dig on him.
I've seen him. Yeah.
Probably can't.
I've seen him drive a golf cart.
I've seen him drive a golf cart, but like I think that
Principle's
guy's been in
basically the
limos
same.
for.
Is it?
Even going back to the 80s, that guy's been in limousines forever. Like, have you ever seen him drive a car?
He literally may not have driven a car for decades.
He
I don't
definitely
think so.
Can't drive stick.
Yeah, because he was living in New York too. There's no can't do anything with his car in New York.
Well, he's not taking the subway.
He was-
he's getting back in the car. Yeah.
No,
He was born rich in New York. So how many
Yes.
times in his entire life has he driven? Is a good question.
None, dude.
We're gonna have to go kidnap him, interrogate him. When's the last time you drove? You son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
And he'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm rich. I am rich, dude.
I'm not
I am
poor.
Rich.
Fucking get out of here. Eggs cost what? I don't care, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck your eggs.
He's just like breaking eggs over his head.
$7.25
per egg, bitch.
$7.25, dude,
Yeah,
for
who
eggs.
cares?
What did you get yours for? You got yours for $4. You get the poor people eggs.
Yeah, he
then,
gets
right?
poverty eggs.
I
Yeah,
don't get poverty eggs.
sure do. You don't get those cage-free bullshits.
Yeah, the cage-free brown eggs are like $4.28.
Where?
Why?
Where's that at?
What's
HEB.
All right,
What's the difference between a white and a brown egg, except for just the shell color? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention.
Is it like?
Why do you buy it that way?
Is
then
it like whole grain?
I'll tell you.
eggs?
I'll tell you why we do it at our house. Because my wife's a fucking hippie and she believes in that bullshit.
Yeah,
and,
she
and none
believes
of
they
it's
have more-
real.
She believes they have more nutrients. But we're also
not real.
I ran the numbers for you.
Yeah.
Our fictional character will have to work 7 AMC shifts in order to buy enough eggs to egg someone's house.
Oh
As a
boy.
16
Wait, how many eggs is enough to egg somebody's house? Like 4?
You only need like 4. Yeah. Like.
Well,
really.
no, I like 4 18 packs is what I was gonna say.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to, but you only need a couple to fuck shit up. So I'm on. Here's HEB's website right now.
Yeah.
And HEB is like expensive.
So it has 564 is the eggs I get. However,
God
Delco
damn.
Rich.
it's always $1 above.
We're cutting your
on the
fucking
website.
pay.
No, the
Yeah.
website's
You're making
always-
too much money
Too
if you're
much
buying
money,
this,
dude.
this amount of eggs.
That's
dude.
fucking crazy. That is insane, dude.
If anything, give
Going to
us a bump.
Hawaii, buying eggs?
Yeah, we need a cost of
And these
living
are the-
adjustment.
These are
My
cage-free.
God, dude.
Now, if you
We haven't even gotten through the first story yet. We're like 30 minutes into the show.
Who cares, dude? This is Biden's day. This is Robinette's day. We're raiding the house tonight. Let him. This is his last hours of being a free man, right? That's how this all works.
Literally nothing's going to happen.
What else do we got on there, Bob, on HEB?
it's just a bunch of different. I mean, if you want to be a little fancy bitch, you can get Central Market organic pasture raised, no soy, large brown eggs for $7.19.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
What is it?
Oh,
No-
that's what Jesse
Did they
does.
feed
That's what my wife does.
chicken soy?
Maybe I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
And
man.
why? I actually don't know what chickens eat, to be honest.
I don't either.
I'm a little ignorant
I don't either.
when it comes to
Here's
that.
the most expensive.
What?
$7.66.
I know this, by the way, and this is a true story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 7. What are the 7?
This is an 18 pack though.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The most expensive is this Central Market nonsense.
But if you have kids, like I've got kids, obviously, you're gonna gun through just a family of 4. I'm 5 now, but the kid can't eat eggs. The 5th one.
One's not eating eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not eating eggs. So family of 4, you're gunning through 2 apiece. You're clearing out half a goddamn box in one breakfast.
Yeah, that's just a normal
No shit.
bodybuilder, you know?
And then
No, it's a whole. You get 3 eggs, not 2.
I get 2.
Why? What else are you eating with it?
That's
Just
what,
2?
That's what my wife makes.
What are you guys rationing eggs now?
I don't
Yeah.
even eat breakfast.
You're the owner of the company. This is not
6
appropriate.
six
I don't
eggs a
think.
meal.
You're making us look poor at this point.
No, I only have 2
What?
eggs. I got
In
2
the
eggs.
chat, let us know if you eat 2 eggs.
Yeah, I eat 2 eggs.
And with what? Like I eat.
I don't eat anything with it.
I'll make a sandwich with eggs and bacon, right?
Yeah.
Or I'll make eggs. I think we discussed this the other day. Eggs and black beans and salsa.
Right.
Right. But it's always.
Bless you.
This morning it was 4 eggs and half a can of black beans.
4 eggs and half a can of black beans.
That's right,
Are the black beans cooked or they just poured on top?
I warmed them up.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like cooked. They're already cooked.
All right.
So
Yeah, I don't get down on black beans, but just a couple eggs.
Well, do you
just
wanna-
get the engines going. That's it.
you want to explain why?
Obviously the color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about it, but I'm pretty racist about my beans.
Minimum 4 eggs. 4
Light-skinned
minimum.
beans for me.
3 eggs. 3 eggs. 4. Only one bitch said 2. Actually, 2 bitches have said 2.
6 to 8
Women's.
Only women eat 2 eggs.
Elijah, there we
Ross.
go.
No.
There we go. No, he's saying no. Only women eat 2 eggs. Yeah. I mean, it's sorry. It's all my tiny little body can handle. I'm very delicate. I'm like a swan. Okay?
Some people don't even like breakfast, to be honest.
I don't.
mean,
I fast.
yeah.
Not a big breakfast
Like
fan.
a lot of my buddies do like a 6-hour window of eating now. They only eat within a 6-hour period.
That's me.
From like noon
Yeah,
to 6 p.m. or
I try to
something
do
like
that, but breakfast is still the best meal.
It's not.
It
the
is
only
diner-
breakfast
no,
that is
Breakfast foods are
No.
the best.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but you can eat them anytime. There's no fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Doesn't feel
police
right.
aren't going to show up to your house and raid your Corvette if you eat eggs at 5 p.m.
I
Okay.
can't eat an omelet after 3 p.m.
a McMuffin though. You can eat all goddamn day. Any time of day.
It's not as special.
Especially
the
the
best.
McGriddle, dude, with the fucking syrup.
I
in
don't
the...
fuck with the griddle, dude. I don't fuck with the
You can do
McGriddle.
it, but it's not the same. It's like loveless sex.
Boy, you're kidding, dude. Have you?
Every time you have sex?
You've never had sex with somebody that loves you because no one loves you.
No one, dude. And it's sad. You've never been married. You've never been. No, you have. You have. Usually, though, it's somebody with braces who looks super suspect. I'm kidding.
Go
George,
back to your 2-egg eating self. Like,
Yeah.
what? I'm not going to.
You're talking a lot of shit for a guy that eats 2 eggs.
Yeah.
I know. And I don't need eggs that much, to be honest with you. I'll
Your
look at the
cheers
kids.
don't matter. I've seen what makes you
Yeah,
smile.
I won't eat 2 at a time because it reminds me of testicles. That's
Sure
why.
won't. Yep.
So I'll go 3 or 4 because if look, at least it's 2 dicks.
All right.
You know what I mean? If it's 4, so
I go titties with the eggs, though. How do you go dicks with it? How do
don't
you
know.
go? How do you go? Bomb?
because when you're making them, it's like the eggs, right?
All right.
Before I crack them and shit,
Yeah, for sure.
and I can't get it out of my head.
No, you can't. But I can tell you what you shouldn't be doing is eating eggs in bed. You definitely don't want to eat them in a ghost bed. From ghostbed.com/drinking bros. There it is right there. There's the cover. So if you do eat eggs in bed, right there, boom. Right there in the wide. That's the cover that will protect the mattress in case you're one of those dirty fucks who eats breakfast in bed. Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. Getting them sunny side up, risking the yolk, spilling all over the sheets, going right through the sheets and onto the mattress. If you're going to do it, get a cover. Get a cover. Get a mattress. New year, new you. New mattress. You need a good night's sleep. It's important. Damn it. That's what people say all the time. I don't sleep that much. But when I do, it's on a goddamn ghost bed. And the hours that I do get are magical. Provides me with energy throughout the day. If you're going to do dry January and all that other bullshit, sleep is probably the most important there. Get a new mattress. Drinkin' Bros is the promo code. You get 30% off and 2 free luxury pillows. And the goddamn pillows are just as good as the mattress. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. And if you want to go all the way up, let's say you're as rich as Delco is. Let's say you have that kind of wealth that's going on, that you're buying all the fanciest eggs.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. You're going to Hawaii for
He took the eggs with him to Hawaii
2-3 weeks at
and
a
bought them
time.
a separate seat next to him.
He
It was an
probably
18-pack of
threw
eggs.
them out at TSA, which is
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I can get these on the plane.
I know.
Doesn't
Don't look-
matter. I'm rich anyways. I'll get them when I get off the plane.
Don't look now, but Chris Kirk's in first place.
Did you pick him?
Yes.
Yeah, that's day one.
80
we're
to 1,
2
baby.
hours.
We're literally 2 hours into the
2 hours into the tournament. Check back with me in 5 business days.
That's the
on who that
hopefulness of
winner
a
is.
fucking rich dude that doesn't give a fuck
Yeah,
about wasted
throwing
eggs.
money out
Yeah.
the window, dude, on long shots just because he can. Look, if you're a simpleton out there, though, GhostBed's got 40% off the adjustable base and the mattress combined together. Once you have it, you can't go back. I've had it for 3 years. I love it. It's got a remote control. You go up, downsies, in betweensies, all the things. It'll vibrate from head to toe. And even a dummy like me can set it up pretty fucking easy, which is amazing. You don't have to put a lock on your garage for this. All right, you can just get it delivered right to your doorstep and bring right in. You can bring it right into your house. It's an easy move. All right, you don't have to leave it in the garage for 3 months and be like, one day I'll get around to it. And when you check out there, we'll peruse the rest of the catalog. The sheets are amazing and the weighted blanket and all that shit. But when you check out, pop in the promo code Drinkin' Bros, you get 30% off everything. And then you'll see a 60-month pay-as-you-go program at no interest as long as you have decent credits. If you check that box, all the deals that I mentioned are applicable with that. And you can walk out of there with a brand new bedroom set for about $25 a month. Head on over to ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros today. Next up, Chicago teachers rape kids. That's what is that the title of the article?
Sure is.
Is it really?
Well, it's a little more descriptive, right? than
Or
that.
discreet?
No,
What's
no descriptive. Hundreds.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Hundreds of Chicago teachers raped, sexually assaulted, and groomed students in 2022.
Yeah.
Why? Why in
well,
Chicago?
Because I have no idea why.
Here's your real answer. Teachers everywhere do it. Teachers in Chicago caught doing it.
Right. Yeah. So it's
What was the joke we were saying like weeks ago? People are like, we keep finding all these molesters at like schools and at Boy Scouts and
yeah.
stuff. And it's like, oh, what are all these hungry people doing at the grocery store?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
You're going to go where kids are.
So it's why I've said repeatedly over the past couple of years, maybe we should pay a little bit more attention to the people that are around our children all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So according to a report released by Chicago Public Schools Office, this isn't, by the way, some private organization somewhere. This is the Inspector General of the Public Schools Office, right? The 2021 to 22 calendar saw 772 investigations into teachers for allegedly raping, sexually assaulting, or grooming students. The office was able to close 600 adult-on-student cases in the past year and substantiated more than half. So over 300 of these cases were substantiated, meaning they were guilty of what they were accused of.
Right. And some of these cases involve going on trips to Vegas, Ibiza, London, and the Bahamas.
And despite
is that possible?
Despite the over 300 cases that were adjudicated that the teacher had committed a crime of some sort, only 16 resulted in charges.
Why does nobody take this seriously? I
don't know.
I don't get it with kids.
I don't know. So while the majority of cases involved high school students, some children as young as 4th grade were involved.
Great.
One Chicago teacher groomed and sexually assaulted a 17-year-old student on 3 separate occasions. I mean, the article, you can look this article up on Google and find it and read all of this stuff. I'm not going to get too far into it because it's fucked up, but the allegations are fucking crazy. They are like independently corroborated by other students or teachers. Like a junior ROTC staffer reportedly had sex with a female student from the ages of 16 to 17 years old and would buy her alcohol, and she bought him weed.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of I don't know like a ton, but in my life, I didn't know anyone in high school who did this, but like these days, I know like 3 or 4 people who fucked a teacher in high school.
Yeah, going back to what you said earlier about this happens everywhere, it really does. So just in the 2 places that we've lived in the last, 5 years, right? One was a middle school here that my kids would go to. They're not old enough to go to. One was a middle school in Wilmington, North Carolina that my kids would have gone to. And it's fucking wild. These 2 cases were dudes. So I don't know if, swapping over to females is the fucking thing. It's like, because everybody turns their head away towards I don't know.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And Bob is correct. This is going on everywhere. It's going on at a lot of places. And so you have to have these conversations with your kids early, and it fucking sucks because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but we know that this is happening, right?
Yes.
Like, this isn't maybe the sheer number is a surprise to people, but the fact that it's happening is not a surprise to people. And if you recall a story from 2021, the Biden administration's education department ended a rule that was started by the Trump administration that required school districts to provide data pertaining to teacher on student sexual assault allegations. Biden ended that. He decided for some reason to end the requirement for public schools to report to the federal government that children were getting raped in schools.
Right.
It's very similar to how his administration also stopped reporting on veteran suicide deaths, right? It's you don't want a paper trail for something that you plan to ignore. That's what it is here. And just to recap, over 300 instances, this is only in the city of Chicago, over 300 instances of child sexual assault in their schools were confirmed to be true, and only 16 people were even charged with crimes for it.
Yeah. And once you go through the process, by the way, the legal process, you'd be surprised at how little years they get. Now, the guy from Wilmington that I was talking about just got sentenced maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and the judge dropped the fucking hammer on him. And it was shocking to see. I was like, oh, fucking finally, right? I think the guy got 45 years in jail. I don't know what Homeboy's going to get because that just happened recently, and it was some dick pics that he was blasting out to some female middle school girls, and that's not sweet. But I can tell you this as a parent with kids, 2 kids in school right now. Oldest is 8. The youngest one in school is 4. And I've already had the conversation with both of them, even at 4 years old, of, hey, no one is to touch you here. No one is to do, X, Y, and Z. Tell mom or dad and blah, blah, blah. And, they look at you and they don't really know what's going on because they don't even think about that shit. But I'm like, you have to have the conversation because it is happening so much everywhere around the country. Like Bob said, that it's like, dude, if you don't, you're just a shitty parent at that point. So,
and by the way, this is like, there's been this battle between parents and school boards and all this stuff over the past couple of years, and it plays out in social media a lot with the groomer tag that was if on Twitter, up until the point that Elon Musk bought it, if you called somebody a groomer, you were banned permanently from Twitter, right? They want to obfuscate this truth, but it is, and they want to pretend that it's not real, that it's not happening. You're a fucking conspiracy theorist. Libs of TikTok isn't real. You're full of shit. They're not fucking exposing kids to sexual shit or sexually assaulting kids. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And not only are they doing it, but when they fucking report on it, they're still not doing a goddamn thing to hold the people accountable.
No, not at all. And I will say this: it also depends on the community you live in of how strict people are against this shit. Even coaching my child's soccer team. You have to watch a sexual assault video, not just for kids, but all the way up through college and everything else of like, hey, you were not to drink alcohol, you were not to stay in the same room, you were not to do all this stuff. It's a fucking 2-hour video that you have to watch, answer questions, and do the whole fucking thing. I think it took me close to 2.5 hours to complete. And I had never done that before in the past at other places I had coached. And I was like, hey, what's the deal with this, you know? And they were like, well, it's just for everybody's safety and protection. He's like, dude, you'd be surprised how many times. And I was like, actually, I wouldn't. And I go, I don't mind taking the fucking test. I don't mind the fucking video.
They're like, well, when you molest him, it clears us of wrongdoing. So you got to sit down.
Right. And that's probably got something to do with it.
Exactly what it is.
But at least it's out there, you know? And at least it's in the forefront of your mind before you even step on a field with a bunch of children of, hey, if you get caught doing this, you're fucked. So
wouldn't anything I would have ever thought about until
I know,
after
right?
watching the video.
Dude, it was the weirdest thing. Yeah, it was like,
can't stop thinking about this.
But now you've been activated by a Russian sleeper agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob's waiting for his second child to be born any minute now.
And they don't let you go to the next clip in the video until you complete the exam. And if you miss a question,
it's
it takes you
just
back.
like an HR video.
Yeah.
Which I've had to do many times.
I have not. So it was shocking. But HR videos, at least it's adults. For kids, I mean,
yeah, that'd be brutal.
Jesus Christ. But if you're out there, have the conversation with your kids and then say something. The hardest thing would be not to kill these motherfuckers. Like if a child came home and told you what had happened at school with a teacher, how do you not walk in and just blow their fucking brains out?
Well, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but definitely find a way to kill them without getting caught.
How do you do it these days?
I'm not going to get into that on the internet because it's problematic legally for me.
I had this discussion. Well, actually, it was a Patreon episode. It never went out into the public. But I had the same conversation where I was like, oh, shit. I think it was Cam Haynes. Because Cam's like, I was talking to him about it. And I was like, hey, so can I just use your ranch? You know, you got like 400 acres or whatever. And he goes, no, you can't. And I was like, why not? And I was like, are you going to snitch on me? And he goes, no. He goes, do you be surprised how many hunters put cameras out into the woods? And I was like, no fucking shit. The woods aren't even safe anymore. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, they are.
Are they?
If those cameras are pretty easy to defeat.
They are. But I wonder where it goes and where it clips off at.
No, they fire back now, so
I know. You
gotta be careful.
Yeah, they're going to put those Boston Dynamic dogs.
No, I'm not talking about shooting them. Look, it doesn't matter.
It sounds as if you've done something like this before.
No, I would never do anything like that.
On American soil?
Moving along.
Did you see that ring drone that's going around now on the internet?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's fun, isn't it?
Home drone.
Home drone. Get a little home drone, dude. We're nearing the end of our lives.
I mean, look at this shit.
I know. Pop it up.
Like,
Have you seen this, Dan?
Why do you want this in your house?
And it does what exactly?
Home
Ring.
security?
It's just home security. When you're gone, this activates and it'll go through
There's
the
no way
rooms
you
and-
could have this and also have dogs. They would
No.
destroy that goddamn thing.
Or the dogs will lose their mind
Yeah.
because they couldn't reach it.
I mean, I can
Gotcha.
barely have one of those vacuums. That
Yeah, the iRobot
Rover
or whatever the fuck, yeah.
The other thing that I don't get about this is during the Aaron Hernandez trial, he had Ring's cameras inside his house in all the rooms. So you could see him hide the gun and do all the shit. And I'm like, man, I don't even want that either, I don't think.
Look, I'm pretty good under pressure, so if somebody comes into my house, they're going to die. We're in Texas. So
No, I understand that. But whatever you do in your house, don't you just assume that people are going to upload it to the cloud and watch you pound off? Yeah.
Dude, I do that myself. Right? You just kind of blur out your tattoos and face.
He's got a Pornhub channel.
I think he should have a URL called Only Dan's. and it's just him jacking off, you know? And I think that would be a fun thing for you.
I think it would too.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a fun thing more so for everybody else.
Sure.
So.
And if you are going to jack off out there, make sure it's clean. Make sure you're using Manscaped. Manscaped.com. 20% off with the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout there. You got to use the right tools for your family jewels. They got that Shed travel bag. Do you want to pull that up, Bob? I've been talking about it. I use this goddamn thing as my Dop kit now. And I got it on the new batch. If you walk into somebody's bathroom and they don't have a Manscaped on the counter, I wouldn't trust it. Because if you're trying not to nick your dick and or your pussy, you got to get a Manscaped, okay? It's good for ladies, too. We share at the old household there. There it is. Boom. Look at the Shed travel bag. Right now, you're getting one of those guys, and you're getting the the nose and ear trimmers. I try to combine it into near.
Lawnmower 4.0.
Yeah.
Lawnmower 4.0. But the near, I think, should be something there. I think they should combine that.
But I mean, this
nose
shed's perfect
and ear
for
trimmer.
just travel, you know?
It's great.
A little toiletry
It's great.
bag.
I've had it for a while now, dude. I love the
literally
goddamn
use
thing. Yeah, you do. You sure do.
I use it.
And
I'm
gonna
actually
make sure-
wearing the underoos right now.
Are you really?
Manscaped, yeah, they make good.
They make great ones. They don't have the pocket over the dick.
Yeah, they're very nice men's panties.
I don't like the pocket, dude. I was wearing it.
You
on the
haven't even
outside.
used it yet,
Dude.
You've not used the product correctly.
I don't want it to fucking rip my shit.
First of all,
dog.
I think I'm using it incorrectly too because I use it to separate my twig and berries.
Really,
You
put
can
the
do that
balls
too,
in
but
there?
you don't necessarily have to poke your dick out through the front hole.
Sure,
That's
world.
what I thought. Is
Like that pouch in the bottom is just to put the whole fucking set in. You know, like those Dom tools where you put your fucking dick and balls in a cage. It's essentially like that, but it's a lot more comfortable.
Dom tools.
Yeah, and it keeps you from fucking banging
It's a
your
comfy
nuts
cock
around.
cage.
It's great. All their products are great there. You just get the whole fucking package and get it shipped to you. It's super easy. Promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off and free shipping. And again, their copy is amazing here. It's a new you with no pubes. That's their slogan this year. So you can get all of the things shipped to you. The ball deodorant. They got shampoo now. They got all the things. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Drinkin Bros at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the promo code Drinkin Bros. Time to feel sexy and free this 2023 with Manscaped. By the way, whoever does their copy is great.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that man or woman is, but you should be applauded. You should be applauded.
I think it's Chat GPT
Is it really?
that does it. Yeah.
Okay, big fan. Next up, America Last. Navy Secretary Carlos Del Toro warned Wednesday that continued support for Ukraine.
Wait, does that mean Carlos the Bull?
Yeah, it does.
That's dope.
That's what it
That's a
means in
good name.
Spanish. Fucking sweet, dude.
White names suck, dude. My name doesn't mean shit.
I know.
Well, Daniel means judge, and my last name probably means like fucking pig thief or some shit.
So you judge the pig thieves?
It's Irish. No, I'm like a judgmental pig thief, I think is probably what it means.
Yeah, so anybody Latinos got sweet names, and then also real live Indians as well.
You mean natives? Yeah.
Water clapping, Buffalo Rider, Freedom Storm.
Yeah.
I have your last name.
Oh, you
does it
do?
mean?
What does it mean?
Your last name is someone who lived by a sunken road in Middle English.
Oh, that makes
Perfect,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a road through a fucking valley.
So,
Like a hollow. That would make sense.
A bridge
I guess
over
so,
troubled
yeah.
waters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That
My
makes
name
sense.
means hill adjacent.
He lived next to a hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you were richer. That makes sense. You were looking down on
I
him.
was under.
God
we were
damn it.
on par with the hill.
How
We're
do
not
we
on the
get
hill.
these classes to come together after all these years, man? It's so crazy. The rich, the 1%ers over there, dude, are at the top, and the rest of you are you're laying by a ditch. What's my last name?
Yeah, I'm living in a trailer that's in a valley.
I know.
Like that's the worst place you can possibly be.
Man.
You're more. Yours is just like son of Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, hills in Delco are just trash piles.
We're not talking about that. Your name didn't get originated in Delco, fuckface. It's
don't
from
know that?
Ireland.
No,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
do.
know that. We don't know that.
Is it
Your dad could have sold the name off after
is
a
it
bet.
Is it Irish? What is Regester?
It's Anglo. Yeah.
Anglo, fucking white bastard.
White, dude. White
your ass outta
1%er,
here.
dude.
Yeah, but I'm also Portuguese, so.
Well, how much? How much? What would you say? What's the percentage?
Un
there?
poquito.
Hard to say, you know.
I actually
Sure
don't know if that's Spanish.
Although
They speak Portuguese.
he's been able to keep a tan for like fucking 3 weeks after Hawaii, so like
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
true.
it. I'm white as shit, dude. So
Well, that's because he's got a tanning bed in his house. Because again, 1%.
yeah, it's true.
I actually sleep in one.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you sleep like Batman at your house.
Anyways, so the Navy Secretary Carlos Del Toro told the press corps Wednesday that continued support for Ukraine will be difficult if weapons makers don't ramp up production in the next 6 to 12
Come on,
months.
man.
Which, by the way, they said publicly that they can't do. He said to reporters that we were going to have to choose between arming America and arming Ukraine. I don't know what we're going to choose yet. We'll see, right? Maybe flip a fucking coin about it.
Is that a real statement?
Yeah. So the comments came on the sidelines of the Surface Navy Association conference in Arlington, Virginia. Del Toro was asked to respond to remarks by Admiral Daryl Caudle. I don't think somebody named Daryl should be allowed to be a fucking admiral in the United States military.
Caudle's the one that's troubling for
It's
me.
Caudle, though. I mean, I don't know what
The
that...
pronunciation, though, is enough.
Yeah. But Daryl as a fucking leader, I can't buy that.
Daryl.
He's the commander of the U.S. Fleet Forces Command, and he said that the U.S. Navy may ultimately have to decide between arming itself or the Ukrainians. Del Toro did say that we're not quite there yet, but argued that the supply chain would be stressed if the conflict goes beyond another 6 months.
Huh. Would you look at that? What are we going to do, Dan?
Well,
I say we arm Ukraine.
I think we send them another check.
I think we send them more money. We arm them. We give all of our guns to them. I don't know that we need anything anymore. Us as Americans should go all in, give up our households, our income, everything to Ukraine, and just pray for the plight of their country because apparently we're their fathers at prom.
Yeah. Well, here's what I want to do, or rather, here's my recommendation. If you're one of those people out there that believes in reparations, for example, you can do that right now. Go find a black family and give them all your stuff.
All
give
your
them
money.
your house and all your money.
Yeah, dude.
And your cars and everything. Yeah. And then you go start over somewhere.
And that's easy.
Be a fucking leader.
Yes.
Like,
be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to do that, go and do that.
Otherwise,
you wanna-
shut the fuck up.
If you want to depopulate the earth, because humans are bad.
Kill yourself. Yeah, get out. Bitch.
Get out. Get out. We need you out of here.
When's Bill Gates going to eat a fucking bullet, man? You know what I mean? And
Never. Dude, all these motherfuckers are going to live until their fucking late 90s, and it's endless supplies of toddler blood and money, and it's fucking awesome. And I'm going to be honest, Bill. I'm trying to get there myself. Okay, I want to be rich enough to be there. I've seen behind the curtain. I know it all exists, and I want in. There's rich-ass shit we were talking with somebody else about making you skinny like super quick, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I was like, how much is that? It's like $1,500 a month. I was like, fuck you. And I go, do you work out? No.
No, Delco's on it. He injects it into his eggs.
I know he does. I know he does.
So during the talk that he gave, Admiral Caudle, I don't know how you say
Caudle. We'll go with Caudle.
He chastised defense companies for blaming COVID for missing weapons delivery deadlines because they can't staff their factories and shit. But I don't know I'm not sure what the expectation is here, right? Because nobody can staff. It's not just the defense contractors that can't staff. Everybody can't staff their fucking jobs right now.
Now, hang
You know
on.
what I mean?
Did you see those inflation numbers today?
Oh, yeah, they're great.
It was down 0.1%.
Yeah, we're fucking killing it.
That's it. We're back, dude. Everything's fine.
It's a pervasive issue, though, through pretty much every major industry in the U.S. right now. So it kind of rings like boomer talk from him, to be honest, that like, oh, that's not a real fucking excuse. Just get back to work. Like, all right, cool. I guess just work harder, work longer hours. I mean, they're defense contractors, so they're bound by federal employment laws.
Yeah.
Which means they can't work longer hours. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. This whole system is goddamn stupid.
All of this is fucking stupid. The fact that somebody actually said this, if we need to decide what we're going to do.
I mean, separate, an admiral said it, and then the Secretary of the Navy basically reiterated it and said, well, it's not quite that bad, but it will be soon. That was his response to that. So, hey, good. By the way, our Navy, that's our best defense against foreign invasion.
Great. Let's give them everything. Let's give them the boats. Let's get all the stuff.
For control of, like, our best defensive weapon as America are the 3,000 miles on either side of us of ocean, right? And then It's policed primarily by the Navy, closer to the coast by the Coast Guard to some degree, and the Navy has quite a few aircraft that also drop bombs on people and shit. So, maybe let's not shortchange ourselves to arm an authoritarian midget in a country that we don't give a fuck about.
Why? We just put him in the middle of the Golden Globes, dude. We're doing it. We gave him all of our prime time a couple weeks ago.
And who watched
right before Christmas?
Who watched that?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody watched it.
Yeah, it was the lowest rated show ever. But yeah, with that, Dan, everything out of your mouth during this story sounds like you don't stand with Ukraine.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I hate them.
Just want to clear that up.
Yeah.
Just wanna
Fuck
clear that up.
Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about Ukraine either.
In fact, you can buy a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Defund
Defund Ukraine. It's a big one. That's selling a lot on our website. Drinkinbros.com. Click on the store there. We got the Defund Ukraine shirts up. The automatic is a sweet joke. We'll play it on Patreon. We'll do a full fucking Kavanaugh episode on Patreon for it. But we got all the things there. We got new sport text. I got that email today. And I was like, oh, shit, let's go. The sport text we have, those hoodies are my favorites of all time.
Yeah, we have them.
The most comfortable.
Hang on, let me see. We have them in a number of different designs. We have Nobody Cares About Your Feelings, Zero Fucks, Don't Tell Me What to Do, Don't Be a, and then it's a rooster and a sucker. So Don't Be a cocksucker.
Don't be a cocksucker. And we got the flannels over here. I was wearing the flannels today because it was cold. Is it still cold out there today? It was fucking 85 yesterday.
It relatively, I guess, but we've got a number of other new designs. Defund Ukraine's one of them. Hey, Snowflake, here's your trigger warning. It's my turn on the good hole.
Yeah, and the shirt I'm wearing is the Olive Garden one. I'll put the computer down here. So I've got the Olive Garden Drinkin' Bros one on, and it's funny because it kind of blends in with the actual logo. And a couple people have like, oh shit, dude, is that the sign on the highway that I see? And I was like, yeah, it's the same thing. And they were like, I thought it was Olive Garden. And I go, well,
maybe
it's the same. Yeah, we'll treat you like family when you come in here. So, fuck off with everything. Next up, McCarthy's got a secret document. Ooh, that sounds fun and flirty. A private document that only some House Republicans have seen and others refuse to talk about. Sounds like Fight Club. Could play an outsized role in the governance of the chamber over the next 2 years. The document contains concessions, not included in the rules package passed on Monday nights, that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy made to rebellious Freedom Caucus members to secure the Speaker's gavel. Those members have threatened to kill McCarthy's speakership if he reneges on their handshake agreements. The existence of a secret 3-page addendum containing the most controversial concessions that McCarthy made in order to get elected was confirmed to Axios. Wow, that could be fake news. Axios?
They wouldn't have. They're posting this because it's a dig, so it's probably real.
You think so?
Yeah.
They've posted a lot of fake shit over the years, though. They don't give a fuck over at Axios. They know their time is out, like they're limited. They'll be out of business probably by the end of the show. Fuck Axios. Yeah. But with that, I have not heard about this, actually. Okay, first of all, legally, what can you do about this? And if there is signatures on it, I mean, shit. I've signed some, 12th hour shit where it's just or 11th hour shit, whatever the phrase is, where, yeah, you can add to it. You have to put initials and all this other shit. But if you're doing handshake deals and then trying to make that stick legally, how's that going to work out?
Well, here's the backstop to it. They had they changed the House rules that only requires one person to be able to recall the House Speaker. So now they can they can rehold the vote whenever they want, and those same 15 or 20 people can refuse to vote for him again. They can do this whole process over again anytime they feel like it.
Anytime over the next how many years?
Until the next 2 years, yeah. So that's the
2 years.
That's the enforcement mechanism.
Got it. Got it.
One of the concessions is 3 seats set aside for conservative on the Rules Committee, which they used to publish the new House rules, which did make that change to only one person being required to annihilate this asshole.
Okay.
Let's see. They wanted more representation on the Appropriations Committee, which is, that's the organization primarily used to steal your money.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
So is the IRS thing still in there?
Well, no, that's a separate thing.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a moment.
All
That's actually the next story. But other McCarthy giveaways include votes on congressional term limits. So he's got to bring that to a vote. A select committee.
That's got to happen, right?
Yes. A select committee on the weaponization of the federal government, which came up for a vote and was passed by all Republicans but one. As we mentioned before, it was Dan Crenshaw that voted no on that. And then a debt limit strategy and a more open amendment process and appropriation bills. Also, some rules ended up getting into the House rules about more time being required with a bill before it can be voted on. They can't deliver a bill at fucking 2 a.m. and give you fucking 6 hours to read it before it's time to vote. One thing the document doesn't contain is, according to NRCC Chair Richard Hudson, who said he's seen the document, is promised committee chairmanships for specific members. This is the part that I don't believe.
Okay.
Right. This is a fucking the NRCC chair, Congressman or Representative Hudson, saying that no names, just representation on panels. So he's pretending that people like Matt Gaetz, for example, didn't barter for a specific committee assignment, which I do not believe. I think that's probably
they all did.
That's probably not true. And then, but that shit happens in every version of this. So I just want to be clear: these people aren't like fucking super righteous heroes. They're just the same old cunts.
Yeah. They just want different shit.
Yeah. The final concession that has now been made public is the one that you alluded to. The House will vote to eliminate the IRS and the federal income tax, and that's the next story that we will do after this ad.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Well, with that, real quick, before we get to the ads, a few questions here on this shit. First of all, which is worse, Congress or Senate?
What's worse, cancer or AIDS?
I know.
You know.
I know. What do you choose there? I feel like Congress has gotten worse and worse and worse. Senate, it's just the same old fucks, right? Very few new people kind of get into that position, but
it's the most exclusive club in the world.
Is it really?
That's what they say, but no.
I've never heard them say that.
There's presidents, right? Yeah. There's only one of them at a time. So.
Yeah. So they're liars.
They're liars.
Yeah, they've been lying forever then. If they're saying that, that's not that exclusive.
It's just a turn of phrase. I don't know that it actually means anything.
Fuck them. It's dumb. But with all this shit, what is the fucking legal action you could take against this weird 3-page document? I guess the damaging thing would be, but if his signature is on it.
It's not illegal.
It's not. So none of this.
No.
These back fucking room deals for a 3-page document.
Why would you think this is illegal when it's not even illegal for them to insider trade?
So why not just post it then?
I don't know.
Because that's what I'm trying to figure out with this story. Why not just post it if you know that it exists and Axios has it, for Christ's sakes?
No, they have. It's the existence of the list has been confirmed to them, but they've not seen it.
Oh, they haven't.
Only a couple of people allegedly have seen it.
This is like a Nicolas Cage job.
It's so stupid. We do need to hire Nicolas Cage. He's $150,000. Can we hire him to steal this document?
What do you mean he's $150,000?
Or $500K, sorry.
Well, he was. Now the price is.
Yeah, it's true. It's probably $2 million now.
Up. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Probably $2 million. Well, I don't know. I mean,
Did you see the Dracula trailer? It's dope as fuck.
He gets super excited about. Doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll cut us a deal.
But I mean, with inflation, what do you think dinosaur skulls are going for these days?
Boy, I know you've been looking all day because of the caliber of class that you're in.
Right. Yeah.
And the one answer I will say is, you know who sold him the dinosaur skull?
Michael Jackson.
Close. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Wait, how is that close?
That dinosaur
Same person.
skull.
No,
Same
how
person,
is that close?
Everybody knows DiCaprio is Michael Jackson.
I mean, I was looking for like a Triceratops, but like there's just nothing good on the market right now.
Yeah.
No,
you
want to wait for a little bit.
I'm on fossilshack.com.
Yep.
And a prognathodon mosaur skull is $67,000.
Yeah.
That's not that much.
That's just really not going to hold up.
What's that dino cock there in the top right?
This is a triceratops horn.
Yeah, I want the skull. I don't
19
want the
grand.
horn.
$19,000 for a triceratops horn? That'd be
Just the
fucking dope.
horn, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you could shave that into your coffee, what a flex. What are you doing? What are you doing in the morning? Collagen? Yeah, I use Bubs. All right, cool. You know what I do? A fucking triceratops horn, dude. I ground it down, put it in there, and I'm fucking on it today, dude.
Now you could get this sort of fake ass pterodactyl full skeleton, $675,000.
How long is it?
It doesn't look that big.
It's a stunning skeleton from the Pteranodon.
Hear me out. If that was kind of your lighting fixtures all throughout the house, and you walked in and you just saw the goddamn thing,
I don't know why this is all fucking poor person talk.
Yeah, this is an off-brand fucking dinosaur.
It's not a real dinosaur?
No, it is.
It is, but it's just, it's not a top-name dinosaur.
14-foot wingspan.
Well, I understand that. That's
pretty big.
That's
That's farther away than this.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're thinking too small here. We should be trying to fucking bring these animals back into existence. Fuck putting them in your house.
Well, we are.
Let's go full Jurassic Park.
We're doing it with the woolly mammoth right now. I don't know what the update on that
Why don't
was,
we just?
that was like a year ago. We were pulling that DNA.
Why don't we just get toupees and merkins for the elephants we have?
Well, we're bringing back the mammoths to stomp down the permafrost.
Yes, which we have a lot of
and
that
prevent
in Austin.
the plague from coming back.
Yeah,
I think we should release the mammoths into countries that we don't like.
Where at?
Ukraine.
Just ride in.
Yeah, you gotta ride in on a mammoth, dude. That's a power move, right?
You can
there.
probably put 6 people on top of a mammoth, plus like a garbage man. 2 people can ride on each tusk.
Oof.
Right?
Now that's fun.
That's a fucking fire team right there, buddy.
Goddamn right.
Get some shit done.
Fucking bring back the mammoth.
You need to up armor that bitch a little bit.
Sure do.
You know what I mean?
Sure do. Some 50 cows.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Black Buffalo for dad ass, dude. Love the Black Buffalo. Do we have any here? Is everybody's
No,
taking it?
everybody's stolen it now.
Everybody takes the goddamn
I got some at my
things.
house.
Yeah. Do you really?
Yeah. Actually, it might be in my bag.
It's one of those things that we have to hide around the office because it's just like, hey, dude. Bobby, I've got the rules and regulations here. In the meantime, I'm going to read through the old Black Buffalo, dude. It's a substitute for dipping, dude. For dipping. It's got all natural leaves in it, and it's best in the biz. Every time we have, because they send it in rolls over to us, every time we have it here, every single guest, every single fucking employee or anybody working on the office takes it, and it's gone. And I'm not happy about it. But it's quality, amazing shit. They got a ton of amazing flavors there. So like if you dip it, like long cutter pouch, no matter what it is, if you do it, they've got that. So it simulates that, and it's amazing. Huge fan of that, but it's all natural, so you're not getting like all the horrific shit that's in dip. And like, trust me, dude, I used to dip for, 4 or 5 years. It was a good fucking for me, dude. And it's terrible for you. This, not so much, dude. You're good to go at the old blackbuffalo.com. You can have that shipped right to your house, and it's pretty amazing. Bobby, do you got that copy? What's the promo code's Drinkin' Bros? Is it 20% off there?
Yeah, hold on.
I think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure is. Go to blackbuffalo.com. Use that promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off there. It does contain nicotine. Illegally, I have to say that. And nicotine is, well, it's an addictive substance, I guess. So, it is what it is, but it's fucking great, dude. Who took the last role was Justin Melnick.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He took the whole fucking thing.
That makes sense.
And I was like, hey, well, he had a drive. He was like, hey, dude, I got like a 26-hour drive. And I was like, you can take it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But everybody who comes in here takes all the goddamn Black Buffalo.
I don't blame him. It's good stuff.
Me neither. Huge fan of it. Next up, is the House going to vote to eliminate the IRS?
Yes. That's that is part of the deal. It's been confirmed it's part of the deal. Republicans in the House of Representatives will vote on a bill that would abolish the IRS and eliminate the national income tax and replace it with a national consumption tax.
Okay.
Specifically, the House will be voting on Georgia Republican Representative Buddy Carter's reintroduced Fair Tax Act that aims to reel in the IRS and remove the national income tax, as well as other taxes, and replace them with a single consumption tax. I don't know when they're going to vote on it, but we'll see. It'll be soon. So co-sponsoring, this is a quote, co-sponsoring the Georgia-made legislation was my first act as a member of Congress and is fittingly the first bill I'm introducing to the 118th Congress. That's from Buddy Carter, which sounds like...
That's a fake name.
Sounds like a character
in
a shitty TV show.
Buddy Carter.
Instead
buddy.
of Instead of adding 87,000 new agents to weaponize the IRS against small business owners and middle America, the bill will eliminate the need for the department entirely by simplifying the tax code with provisions that work for the American people and encourage growth and innovation. Armed, unelected bureaucrats should not have more power over your paycheck than you do.
Okay.
But don't get your hopes up.
No, I was just going to say, that was my next question. How likely is this to pass?
0% chance that it'll pass.
Who's going to shoot it down? So I know the House Republicans are going to introduce it, right?
You think fucking Dan Crenshaw is going to vote for this? Honestly, do you believe he would?
Well, thinking about what Dan Crenshaw likes.
Like he
likes money.
He's in government to get paid.
I
son.
understand that. But he's getting paid via like secret stock tips, land deals, all that other shit.
But he still has to if he cashes out the stock, it's a taxable event, right?
After he leaves?
No.
Oh, during.
No, like if you sell stock, it's a fucking capital
that I
gains
know,
tax,
but
right?
I didn't know for
I don't
those guys.
know if this, by the way, affects capital gains taxes at all,
Okay.
which have increased from 15% to 22% under the Biden administration, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like. It's unlikely it'll even pass the House in the first place, and there's no chance the Senate's going to pass it. And even if they fucking did somehow, Biden wouldn't sign it. No chance.
How many Senate members would have to sign off on this to get it
51.
to pass? 51.
Or 50, I guess.
All right, so look, let me ask you this then. If you're the House Democrats, I'm sorry, House Republicans, you get this passed through so you can say, hey, we want this. We want the IRS agents gone. We want all the income tax gone and all that other shit. The Republicans, more than likely, I think, in the Senate will probably say, yes, we want that too. Is it just so Democrats will say no?
Well, maybe. I don't.
Because a lot of, pardon me, a lot of bills are like that.
Yeah, sure, but it would never even come up for a vote in the Senate because the Democrats are the majority there, and the majority leader gets to decide what does and doesn't get a vote. So they wouldn't even bring it to a vote. It would never. I doubt it would even make it out of committee, frankly.
Really?
So, you know,
this is what the people want. We all want this.
Sure. I mean, most polls suggest about 84% of people would like this, right?
Who are the 16?
People who are spending taxpayer dollars.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Yeah,
contractors
Yep.
and fucking government employees and shit like that.
Makes sense.
My opinion is twofold. One, they're doing this for fuel for 24, right? And maybe to get rhino Republicans on record voting for the IRS, which should be a damning, no Republican should ever be able to get elected again after voting yes on that or voting no against abolishing the IRS. But they will, and they will get reelected because of money. The other reason, or the other take I have on this is that a pretty common one, actually. I've been seeing it a lot. But they could have done this 2.5 years ago when they controlled all three chambers, right? When they controlled both houses of Congress and the presidency, they could have eliminated the IRS anytime they wanted to. Well, instead, they chose to spend billions of dollars manufacturing shitty vaccines, locking your ass down, and things like that, right? So, I think the only real value, it's the same as when the Republicans continuously 46 times, I believe, voted to
shoot down Obamacare.
They knew they couldn't win, and I don't think they wanted to win. They just wanted the fucking the political points for it.
And this is what this seems like, although everybody really wants this. Like, Americans really want this, obviously.
It's like one of those, be careful what you fucking ask for. Like, sometimes you try to stunt on somebody, and they're like, all right, let's fucking do this. You know what I mean?
How badass would it be if it were to pass and get through Senate somehow at 51, and then it would be down to Biden to say no to it?
And he would.
I know he would, because he's got to take care of that Corvette, man. Yeah, I gotta put a new lock on the garage for the Corvette.
Yeah, tires aren't going to buy themselves, and I burn rubber everywhere I go. You little poor bitch.
Exactly. Why are you burning rubber? Because it's awful for the environment, and he doesn't give a shit about it. Neither should you. After watching that fucking video of the Corvette, dude, do whatever you want. Throw food out. Throw your wrappers out the window. Litter today. Who cares, dude? The environment doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Matter of fact, on the way home, dude, I'm gonna throw a bunch of shit out the window.
But this is all
plastic
political.
bottles, everything else.
This is all political theater.
It is, but at least it's something I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least there's one goddamn thing that I want. Just one. The rest of this stupid shit, because, I mean, let's face it, the 87,000 IRS agents, wasn't that last year that just came in?
Yeah, and by the way, just for
on the Inflation Reduction Act.
Yeah, but it's 87,000, I think, over 10 years, and 50,000 of it is to replace people who would be retiring theoretically during that time.
Okay,
but that's still 37,000. You're doubling the size of the force.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
right?
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And again, I know I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more. They're not coming for the rich. They have CPAs and all that shit. They're coming after you, dude.
Well, yeah, there's actually been multiple findings about that in the last couple of days. As a matter of fact, Sagarnieti posted one.
That's right. I read that on his Instagram.
The IRS is 5.5 times more likely to audit a low-income earner taking the EITC, the Earned Income Tax Credit, than literally anybody else.
Yep.
5.5 times likelier to audit the people who need the money more than they are anybody else.
And do you know why?
Because it's easy.
Yes.
Because
sure
they can't fight back. That's why.
Can't fight back. They can take their fucking money quickly, and they're afraid. Whereas rich people aren't afraid of anything. Bill Gates, everybody you mentioned earlier, they're not afraid of anything because they're rich enough to be above it. Delco, richest man in the studio, dude, and he's not afraid of anything. Audits, nothing, dude.
You know what one of Dan's goals is this year? He told me the other day.
What's that? He wants to piss on an endangered sea turtle?
It's not even fake. His is real. He plans on making $25,000 this year just on gambling.
That's what you want to do? That's on your hopes and dreams
he's
list?
counting on that as a realistic goal.
So, that's not true. That's fake news.
Why?
Is that
Both
real?
of us are dead. Like me and Robert,
Dead
he
serious.
said this
He
to
was
us.
saying
No
this yesterday.
fucking way.
Yeah, why?
Well, how much did you
It's-
make in 22?
Yeah, how much you make last
Well, I
year?
didn't keep track. So right now I'm keeping track, and I'm up $1,800. If I can do that every month, it's 25 grand.
So I'll tell you mine, and I'll be honest with it. Because I don't take it out. I do it for fun though. Like you gamble though. I think this is our biggest sticking point between the two of us. You gamble as like a form of like an Uber driver or hey dude, I'm gonna make extra income. Whereas I just do it for fun. It's like a lottery ticket to me, and I don't. If I have to gamble a mortgage, there's some shit going on in my fucking life that I should probably clean
Somebody in the chat here, who was it? Nick Peterson with a D, asked about using Chat GPT for his predictions. I think we should do that. Let's set up a MyBookie account, and we'll all dump like $250 each into it and start making bets. And we'll ask ChatGPT to tell us what to bet on, and we'll just see what the results are.
What is ChatGPT?
It's the AI thing.
For gambling?
You can type any question and it'll answer. You can tell it, hey, write me a 1,000-page paper on this subject, and it'll write it.
Or
No way.
check it out. We
yeah,
go
I mean,
back
it could
to
be fucking retarded, but
Smarter Child from AIM. We'll ask him.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. A smarter child from AIM, he's got all the answers.
It was a bot you could chat with.
Yeah,
You could chat. You ask
talk
him
with him.
anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't do.
We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Does it do the same stuff as ChatGPT?
No. It mostly just asks you to send pictures of yourself.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I need 6 pictures of your asshole,
Yeah.
please, to answer this question.
These are
And it was fun in 8th grade, but
yeah.
So here's my exact total, Delco. I can read it to you. All right, from all of 2022, which is why 25,000 is unrealistic unless you were super disciplined. Like you and I both bet on shit every week. So last year's total for 2022, because I don't pull it out. I let it roll over until the Super Bowl, and even then, it's Final Four and all that shit. Like I like to have fun with it. $6,849.76.
That's nice.
But it's not a lot of money. It's not 25 grand. I'm not even close to $25,000.
I'm gonna do it. It's a goal. You don't hit all your goals.
So
but
I
it's
listened.
nice to
I
have.
did listen to a podcast where they talked about it, and they said you would have to really bet smart, and you couldn't bet every weekend.
which I'm trying to do.
You're betting on golf this weekend.
Right.
Yeah, that's not
And,
smart.
I mean, my guys.
That's
in
a
first
lottery
place.
ticket. Today, it's Thursday. Yeah.
But a lottery ticket means it's low risk, so you're not bleeding a lot if you lose.
Correct. And so like that's why I enjoy like the teasers and all that other stuff because the odds are like 5-1, 6-1 in some of them.
Also,
some of them higher.
You lost
Jake in the
$1,000.
chat is trying to say that I'm going to pay taxes on this. I'm not going to pay taxes on this.
Oh, don't admit to fucking illegal activity.
It fits with the story.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what we're going to abolish the IRS anyways. You can say that you keep the money under the table. Who cares?
Why would
Who
you
gives a
ever pay
shit?
taxes on money you make gambling?
I agree, friend.
I think
agree.
we should start a fucking CPA firm that handles only criminals.
Or only gambling.
And we'll just say it straight up. Just like, hey, fucking, I made all this money selling crack.
Yeah.
But I want to pay taxes because I'm not a fucking shitbag.
You go to Vegas, right? And you cash in your chips. They don't report you until you hit $10,000.
That's correct, yeah.
Correct.
Why wouldn't you just cash in chips at like $9,000?
Because I'm going to audit you.
Yeah, and I had a problem with it one time because I bet on a long shot. I think the most I ever won was 13 grand off of one bet in Vegas, and the problem was it was on one ticket.
Yeah,
so it was a fight.
sucks.
It was it was a boxing fight. So like there was nowhere to hide.
You should have done 2
and they
tickets.
pull you over. I didn't know that he was gonna win. I mean, the odds were fucking 16 to 1. I think.
Anything over 10 grand though, you go to Vegas, just make sure it's 2 tickets.
Correct, and that is true. By the way, like I made that mistake, and they sure as fuck take it from you right there, and then they make you fill out the report. So. That's real, but as much as we bet on shit with MyBookie, like there's no way you'd hit 25,000. You'd have to be unbelievably disciplined.
We're gonna try.
All right, and I'm going to remind you of this next Thursday when your golfer doesn't win this weekend.
For sure, and I'm gonna keep track and tell you how much when I win and lose. So.
Yeah. So that I post on mine in Drinkin Bros Sports. So if you're on the Facebook group,
I mean,
you could tally it
kept
up.
track of all my wins for our college football show. I've kept track.
Oh, who won that, by the way?
Me, of course. Yeah.
How did Bob do in that?
Not great.
Yeah. Big surprise. You did pretty well, though. Yeah, I remember seeing your card on Outside the Top 25. It was pretty good. But, yeah, we'll check in next week and see how you are, if you're up or down for the year. Is this your first week gambling? Oh, shit, the NFL playoffs are this weekend.
No, I'm already up because of I had Georgia live against Ohio State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took them when they were down 14.
They were down 17 at one point.
Yeah, they were 6-1.
Harrison didn't get knocked out. They've been down 22. Damn. Look, good on you. I've been around you in Vegas when you've done it. What was the worst one was the 9-0 game in the fucking 7th.
Oh, the Padres game?
Fucking gnarly, man. I can go in a rabbit hole about that all
That was
goddamn
for fun,
night.
though.
I know. I enjoyed watching it.
And Dan kind of pushed me to do it.
Either way, we had a good time watching it.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, yeah,
You were
fuck
there.
it. It was like the 3rd inning. It was like
We were getting
it's
rocked.
9-0.
Oh, yeah. That was...
We were getting rocked at that. We were the only ones in this bar.
Didn't Max Scherzer start that game and
Vegas.
just got fucking blown the fuck up in like the second inning,
Yeah, you
first
got
and second
crushed.
inning?
You got
Yeah,
crushed.
you're like, yeah, go put like $100 on him. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It was fun. It was you won. It was
Fred,
fun to
I mean,
watch.
we've been drinking for some time before that too, so I don't know that I can take credit for anything here.
Speaking of drinking, I'll say this on air.
I was just
here.
being a piece of shit.
This is Chris from Tactical Brewing down there in Orlando, Florida, where we sell some Hardy F seltzer. So Dan wants to try an orange creamsicle, and he said he can do it. So
Sweet.
he's like,
Let's
hey,
do
dude.
it.
Yeah, so they're making it tomorrow.
So we'll do-
and they'll send it out.
The next 2 flavors are going to be orange creamsicle. And I
Whoa,
think
we'll test them first.
if it ends
it's
up good, but I think it's going to end up good because I've had one similar to that before, but it wasn't dialed in the way our guys can dial in, so I think it's going to be really good.
Oh, shit. So I'll read the next one he just sent. He
Okay.
said he's doing sour Skittles. He's doing your orange creamsicle. He's doing sour apple. And then
Sour apple was on the list too, yeah.
he said a sample just came in of Swedish fish. Now, that's the one that you got me on for. Who was the energy drink? Ghost?
Yeah, it's Ghost. It
It was good,
I didn't
dude.
like it because it tastes exactly like Swedish fish, and it fucked with my head.
Oh, it was really good.
We're gonna
I-
get there.
I'm going to text him.
If
Fuck yeah.
a Swedish fish and our booze mixed with something would be pretty fucking good.
My
probably.
God, dude. Yeah, and if you didn't give me that Ghost that day, I wouldn't have known. Swedish fish, that could rock.
And we still have the one that we need to. I think we need to crowdsource the name for this, so it tastes like fucking Skittles.
It tastes like sour Skittles, but we can't use the name Skittles.
Yeah, so we're gonna have not even sour. No.
Oh,
It
no,
tastes
you're
like
right.
regular
Rainbow Skittles. I'm sorry, Rainbow Skittles,
So
yeah.
we need a name for it. So you guys figure it out.
Unicorn
facial.
water.
Unicorn piss.
And we can't.
I mean,
say
it's gonna
piss on the
it's gonna
can.
be on fucking store shelves, so it has to be some. You don't send us a bunch of stupid bullshit with the word.
Yeah,
cunt in it.
unicorn water was one of them that we tossed around, but I don't know that anybody would know what it is. I don't know what the workaround for Skittles was in the past for other companies, but
A bunch of stuff. What if we just call it Taste the Rainbow, and then it's the goatsy thing with a rainbow coming out of its ass?
I think Bang didn't even try. They went like skedaddle.
they did, yeah, because Taste the Rainbow is trademarked as well. I thought about that. Next up, we got the UK nuclear plot that was exposed. That was a fun story, huh? Counter-terror cops and security services are investigating after a deadly shipment of uranium was seized at Heathrow. Reports suggest the material wasn't...
Somebody said Skittles.
Skittles would be great.
And it's just a big hog on the front, fucking ejaculating Skittles everywhere. That'd be fucking funny.
I'm sure all the local liquor agencies would love it. The material can be used in a dirty bomb. It was destined for Iranian nationals in the UK. It originated from Pakistan, huge shock, and arrived on a flight from Oman. I'm super surprised. A source said, the race is to trace everyone involved. Do you think they meant to rhyme it when they said it?
The race is on to trace everyone involved.
Yeah, either way, it's the race to trace, bro.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think so. Okay. So the package was suspected of being smuggled to those UK-based Iranians, arrived in the hold of a passenger jet. So this is a commercial airliner, I guess. And it was in the hold, which means the baggage area. That implies either a passenger that was on board the plane, which I think we would have known because they probably would have reported that part of it because that part of the investigation would be done.
Yeah.
Or somebody in the baggage handling service at the airport of origin.
A B handler?
Yeah. They used some special scanners to detect it and blah, blah, blah. It originated again from Pakistan and arrived at Terminal 4 at Heathrow on an Oman Air jet from Muscat. And this is a weird one to me.
It is. This whole story is strange.
Yeah. Cops were understood to be targeting an Iran-based firm inside the UK and the premises were material due to go to mystery recipients. I don't know if they mean by that it was a fake shell company or something like that that just happened to have a storefront. I don't know.
So the other odd thing about this story is it coincided with the FAA shutdown, and there was some speculation that potentially this had something to do with it. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I was wrapped up in that Atlanta one when the power magically went out. Yeah. But one plane got in and out of there. It's Hartsfield, which is the busiest airports in the world. So would anything like this surprise me regarding that? No, but what were they going to do with it, I guess? What was the hopes and dreams?
It wasn't fissile material. It wasn't weapons-grade plutonium.
Okay.
Right? It was a lower-grade uranium, according to the report, which means you don't... Like a regular nuke is... There's a body, and then there's the fissile material, and then packed around that fissile material, there's a fucking fire set. It's conventional explosives that detonate and create the fission, right? The atom splitting. So in this case, you would just put the uranium with some explosion, and it would create what's called a dirty bomb, which basically you're just spreading fallout around, radiation fallout, right? The former commander of the UK's nuclear defense regiment, Hamish de Breton-Gordon, which is just shut the fuck up.
It's trustworthy. It's a trustworthy.
He said for uranium to turn up on a commercial airliner from Pakistan to an Iranian address in the UK is very suspect. Well, you don't say, Hamish.
Yeah.
That's great analysis, sir. Thank you very much for your contribution. Here's what we can safely assume. Either Iran is intent on detonating a dirty bomb in the West somewhere, or globalists were involved and allowed this to be found for some reason, and usually that reason is the erosion of your civil liberties.
Yeah.
Like, look, they're trying to bomb us. We've got to do this now, or we've got to check this part of your bag, or you have to register this, or whatever the fuck. That's probably what this is.
Or one of them is trying to go back to the future.
It could be. I don't know if you can get up to 21.1 gigaguts.
I don't know.
With non-weapons, because he used plutonium, if you recall.
Oh, that's right.
He got plutonium from the Libyans.
Yeah, from the Libyans. But I would see how many DeLoreans are currently in the UK, and then I would start exploring.
Well, somebody bought
as well.
DeLorean, and they're making a new one.
I know.
Right? That could be it.
It could be them.
What about Michael J. Fox?
What about
And
him?
do you think the exposure to the radiation is what is the reason that he can't stay still now?
No, and he's going through it, dude. I saw a pic of him the other day.
Was he breakdancing? Was the pic blurry?
No, it sure wasn't.
These new iPhone cameras are pretty dope, right? You can take a picture of Michael J. Fox and not even tell.
Oh, because it holds still. I don't have the new one.
Stabilizer.
Yeah, it's got a stabilizer. I don't have the new one. But he had a book, and he was doing some press for the book, and I think that was kind of like, hey, let's get this out into the open, and then that's it. You know?
Yeah. What about Doc?
Thriving. He looks the same. Bob, pull up a picture of Doc Brown. He looks the same. It'll alter your mind. Where
He
you're like,
just
oh, fuck.
he was in that movie. I think it was 2021 with Bob Odenkirk, where Odenkirk used to be a fucking hitman or whatever the fuck, and he played his dad. Yeah, he looks about the same.
Nobody.
Look
Yeah,
at
nobody.
that.
Yeah, 21.1 gigawatts.
Pop
Can
'em
you
up.
get that out of this uranium? We don't know.
Bob, that's a bad pick. I mean, he's clearly got white makeup on there.
He's
Is he
1,000
doing a
years old. He
period
looks good.
piece?
Shit, I mean, here he is. Just
Yeah, he looks
hanging
good.
out. He
There
looks
you
the
go.
same.
Yeah, what is he? He's got to be in his 80s, right? Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
He's 600 years old.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah, but he looks good.
But he looks like Doc Brown.
I
If
mean,
he just
Danny
grew it out a little
DeVito's
bit.
in his 80s, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
He looks the same
looks the same, too.
He looks the same too.
He's Danny DeVito's 78.
Shit.
And
Yeah,
he
but-
looks 55.
But little people like that live longer. If you're not if you're not suffering from the condition dwarfism and you're super small
Yeah.
like that, you live a much
It's
longer
like
life.
it's like dogs.
dogs,
right?
small dogs live longer. Yeah.
Gravity doesn't affect you as much.
I don't know that that's part of it. Because gravity
with
does
Giorgio on
affect
that
you
one.
just as much.
I'll go with that one. I'll go with
Proportionally.
Gravity, no. Gravity is based on the goddamn planet you're on, not how tall you are, you son of a bitch. Nobody in here knows enough about science to refute that.
It's kind of
it could be right or
potato.
wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like the same thing. It sounds like you said exactly what George.
I assure you that
It's-
what I said is correct.
What you proved is that if we all don't know, then I'm correct.
Yes.
Here's what we do know: if somebody finds a flux capacitor on a commercial airliner, now we will know what's going on.
We'll
It'll be
find
that.
out. I have a feeling we're going to get to the bottom of this.
It's going to
or-
be 3 Persian dudes driving a fucking DeLorean. We're going back to the future to reestablish the Iranian Empire.
I think, speaking of Back to the Future, I think you'd have a better shot of Biff giving you that sports booklet from the future for you to win that 25K than you actually doing it, Delco.
I'll do it.
It's impossible, dude. Not betting this much. You'd have to go small bets. Heavy
There's a
on
huge
shit.
hole in that movie, though. It's like, I mean, there's a bunch, obviously, but
Back to the Future. It
Yeah.
was pretty accurate.
no, when you start doing things that change the history that's already happened, then there are ripples. Other things change as well, and eventually that book will become useless.
Well, that's why I couldn't fuck his mom.
Well,
No, you can fuck your mom.
No, he couldn't
You can
fuck his
fuck your mom
in the movie.
you can fuck your mom in your own timeline.
the problem with the sports book is that he would have somebody just break his legs before he got like a year in.
Oh yeah, because there wasn't legalized gambling back then, so you're only going to bookies.
You're only going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in the movie? He was just going to Vegas,
Yeah, I guess.
and he was kind of living in that world.
He's going to be in a fucking hole in the desert.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean, you
one
got
thing
to
3 months in.
Back
couple-
to the Future couldn't figure out
a couple
was that it
of
would be
big
legalized.
wins, and then he fucking buys the hotel,
Yeah.
casino. That's the only way it would work.
That's the only
right?
way, and it's what he did in the movie. Next up, animal sacrifice is coming to a city near you. Huh?
Yeah.
Who's the lucky one? Talked about yesterday the college up in Washington you can attend if you're into paganism.
Oh yeah.
Residents of a Detroit area community with large Muslim populations can now sacrifice animals at home for religious reasons. Good night, everyone. The country is all done, and there's no reason to be here anymore.
I'm not sure I've got a problem with this.
The Hamtramck City Council, I've never heard of the city in Detroit, approved the practice 3-2. It's a narrow victory. It's also not really that many seats. 3-2 is not a lot.
City council's 5 or 6 each usually.
Okay.
Isn't it?
No, it's usually 7. Yeah, so this happened on Tuesday, and it's another step in recognizing a cultural shift in a city whose 20th century history was shaped by Polish immigrants. Muslims often slaughter animals, typically goats or sheep, or pay someone to do it for them during the holiday season, which is fun. Meat is shared with the family, friends, and the poor. Now, the Hamtramck City Council in December had voted to continue a ban on animal slaughter, but reverse course, at least for religious reasons, after legal advice and objections from people who follow the Islamic faith, the Detroit Free Press reported. This is when Muslims recognize Abraham sacrificing a sheep instead of having to sacrifice his son, they said. And that's referring to a passage in the Quran, in the Old Testament.
In the Old Testament. Not the
Yeah,
Quran.
that's across all Abrahamic religions.
Every religion.
Every religion. But those are the 2 biggies, though, right?
3.
The Quran and the Old Testy? They
No.
call it the Old Testies, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they refer to the collective books as the Old Testicles. Yes.
Yeah, the Old Testament.
I think it's 39 books in the Old Testament, and then the sometimes considered apocryphal Maccabean books, and then obviously the 27 in the New Testament. But I don't have a problem with this.
Well, they do have rules here. So it says residents will be required to notify the city, hey, guys, it's me, Mohammed. And I'm about to sacrifice this fucking dog.
Yeah, I mean,
the family.
Well, and it's not a dog. You can't.
It can be a dog.
No, it cannot.
It can be
because
any
it's
animal.
Illegal to sacrifice dogs.
Not really.
They kill sheep.
If it's for religious purposes,
It's sheep and goats.
well, for now. What if you don't have it? You know how hard it is to keep a sheep alive up in Detroit?
It's not.
It's difficult.
No.
When's the last time you've seen a goat
Sheep
roll
are
on the
very
streets
resilient.
in Detroit?
I've never seen any animal walking the streets of Detroit.
They're
except
gonna
for
fucking
RoboCop.
They're
I
gonna
guess.
kill these dogs, dude.
Yeah, I don't, this is not a problem. The family owns an animal and then butchers the animal and then serves the meat to themselves and the community. How is this any different than what we do with deer on a regular basis in Texas?
It's not. But this
I'm just not praying to some made up bullshit god. You know what I mean?
This is like a
That's the
golf
only
course.
difference.
This is gonna dogleg right. They're gonna kill dogs here.
I don't think. I mean, look, that's easily averted by just saying don't do it to dogs.
Yeah, but they're gonna do it anyways.
Maybe. But
Because
then-
are you really gonna notify the city of like, hey guys, I'm getting ready to fucking slaughter. It's for my religion. You get it. And they're like, oh, all right, cool, man. We're all good. There's a population here of 28,000. More than half the residents are Yemeni,
yeah,
or
Bangladeshi
descent. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Half the population of that town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're gonna put them somewhere, right? Detroit's probably the place. Or just like, hey, get them the fuck out of here. Isn't that the immigrants they're shipping around?
Why would you say that, Russ?
It's Detroit. And it's like, dude, how much worse can it get? Like, just shit. Like, didn't they pass a thing? What was it? 4 years ago, 5 years ago, where they were going to bring in 300,000 immigrants. Some of them are in Ohio. I know that. It's Somalis. Some of them are in Minnesota. And it's not the sweet places. Like, they're not getting to go to, like, San Diego or any of the fun
there's a bunch of
cities.
Somalis in Alabama, too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, dude.
Like, your family gets a fucking a visa to escape the goddamn civil war in Somalia, Eritrea, and Ethiopia, and you fucking end up in Alabama. You're like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. So, Giorgio, they're not sending them to the dope places. Like, they're not in Santa Barbara.
No, there are a bunch in Silicon Valley. Not a bunch of the compassionate immigrant people are in there as well.
Okay.
But then it's like the ones in Alabama are doctors, I believe. I believe it was people who are qualified to work in the medical field. So, you know, it still sucks to be in Alabama, though.
Sure
man.
does.
Fuck that shit.
Sure does. So yeah, look, it's dogs and cats that are going to get killed. There's no sheep or goats up in Detroit.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and the
no, they're-
deer, I mean, look, there's plenty of deer. Do they eat deer? Or is it
Yeah.
only sheep and goats?
They'll eat whatever the fuck, man.
All
They're
right.
not going to eat dog. They don't even eat pig.
Yeah,
They're not going to fucking debase themselves on a dog.
You get hungry enough, Bob. That's
They
what
live
happened
in
to
America. They're all right.
That's what happened to Manny Pacquiao's dad. He ate the family dog. That's why they don't talk anymore.
Different place.
Is it?
Yeah, it's quite a bit different. Yeah.
I don't. I've never been to either.
I'm
I mean,
not
there
sure.
are probably certain corners of the Philippines that you could confuse with Alabama.
There are a lot of Muslim terrorists in the southern part of the Philippines. Yeah, it's weird
It is
that
weird.
exists.
So
But anyways, yeah, this is like I kind of feel like this story was planted to get conservatives to say a bunch of xenophobic and racist shit. And most of the people that I've talked to about this so far will be like, yeah, I do this all the time with deer. We just don't pray. That's not part of it, but we fucking kill a deer and put some in the freezer and give the rest away.
Yeah.
This is a pretty common thing, man.
So I'm with you on that.
Although it would be super funny if they suicide bombed the goat. Like
great.
if some little fucking Yemeni dude is sneaking up on the goat and is wearing a full bam and just like levels the goat.
Or if
That'd
you
be funny.
put IEDs in your
yeah.
front yard and
Yeah.
then just blew up
Just clacking them off.
That would be rad. I think this was planned. I agree with you on that, but I think it backfired, and it's probably like PETA who's pissed off. It's
Yeah.
like, no, what's that going to do? Well, it's going to feed a family. And hey, if they're hungry, they're hungry.
You can only get your meat from government-approved locations. All right, cool, bud. I get my meat from where the fuck I want.
Yeah, and these motherfuckers are going to be doing it on their doorstep, so you're welcome for that.
It'd be funny if they just RKO the fucking goat and its head comes completely off. I want to see, I don't want to see ritualistic slaughter. It's fucking gay and boring. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see a goat get fucked up.
Yeah,
man.
same here.
You know, not in a cruel way. It should die immediately, right?
I want to see a huge.
You don't want it to suffer because that'll also fuck up the meat too.
I want to see one of those huge like Aladdin swords, and then they chop the head off like with one clean strike, where you're just like, oh shit,
or like a fucking broadsword executioner style.
Yeah, dude, that's what I want to get into.
The goat's in stocks or something, and you're reading off a list of crimes that it committed.
And then you just the whole.
Yep.
Boom! The goat's head fucking rolls over. It'd be great. We're getting close.
I don't know if we're going to get there.
We will. Next up, the FBI reveals it uses CIA and NSA to spy on Americans. Big shock. The FBI revealed how the Bureau uses the CIA and National Security Agency to probe the private lives of Americans without a warrant in its updated rule book, which is the first version made public since the Obama administration. The handbook, rewritten in 2021. Why was that? Why was it rewritten? Shocking. Confirms a decade-old leak showcasing the Bureau's collaboration with the CIA, the NSA, for FBI probes that may involve surveillance without court orders against people not accused of any crimes. Such probes are known as assessments.
That's a nice little euphemism, isn't it?
Well,
oh, we're not spying on you. We're assessing you now.
That's what Scientology does.
You fucking cunt.
The revelations will fuel critics who have long accused the FBI of abusing its national security surveillance powers. The FBI's partnership with the U.S. intelligence agencies that are focused on foreign threats is expected to get intense scrutiny from the new Republican-run Congress.
What about intense scrutiny, which is where you pay intense attention to your scrotum?
But just to ring it, dude. Yeah. Ring out the scrotum like that. Just
Yeah. Or did you ever see that Parks and Rec where Chris Pratt put quotations around his dick and balls and he said scrotation marks?
No, I didn't.
It's stupid, but I think it's funny.
Yeah, this could be intense scrutiny. We'll find out, dude, how intense these scrotums
could be,
get. New information about the FBI's work with other federal agencies and state and local officials is included in the 906-page rule book, authored during the Trump administration and revised under President Biden. That's a long book. That's like a Lord of the Rings book.
Yeah. It's Tolstoy.
Yeah. The Bureau published the updated Domestic Investigations and Operations Guide online after rejecting requests to make it public. So not only is the NSA and CIA still spying on Americans without cause, they're doing it on behalf of our nation's federal police.
Abolish all of these organizations.
Why will that be on the next thing? Like, I know they're going after the IRS. Are they going to try to go after the FBI? What do they do next?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're definitely going after the FBI. That committee to investigate them has already been voted upon and approved.
No shit.
Yeah. So and again, the only Republican not to vote yes was Crenshaw.
What's the deal, man?
Yeah. Who knows?
The deal with him?
Maybe he'll let us know.
You see that picture where he it looked like he had punched a wall in his office?
Yeah.
Was that true?
I don't know.
What did he punch there?
Nancy Pelosi. I don't know.
Right in the pussy?
Yeah, he was just punching that. He was speed bagging them heavies, man.
Wow, that will put some calluses on the old knuckles if you're going after those heavies. But yeah, all of this is not shocking to me. I've just assumed it's been going on, and then I kind of live my life. After
it has
been
going on since
forever.
Forever. I mean, telecommunications data has been captured by the federal government since it existed with projects like Echelon and things like that. And then obviously, with the Patriot Act and the Department of Homeland Security and the DNI and shit like that, it's just a lot more efficient now.
Yeah.
So you're getting spied on, folks. And here's what I recommend. When you're in front of a camera, do fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
Pull your dick and balls out. Anytime I walk by any kind of camera of any sort, middle finger, dick and balls, say the word cunt.
Yeah.
Just let them know they're watching.
Yeah. And then I think that makes it fun for you.
Yeah, it makes it fun for everybody.
Well, at least you have your own thing where it's like, I know you're watching me. You know,
I also
like those drones over the homeless people.
I also call anytime I see a horse, I call the horse gay.
Man, the last time I was around a horse, I punched it. Just gave it a little punch.
Was it
Right
male or female horse?
It was a male horse, and he had fucked up my shit, and I was just like, "Nah, dude."
What do you mean
I'll
fucked
punch
up
a
your
horse
shit?
right in the
Like he
face.
banged your girlfriend? Or
No,
something?
no, just kicked a little dirt up on my boots.
Oh, he
I
fucked
just
with
had
your-
him shined.
You fuck with your sneakers?
Yeah, and I had to punch that
think
horse
so.
in the face. Teach it a lesson. That
Hey,
horse never
dog.
did shit
Hey,
after
dog.
that.
Hey.
It's exactly what happened, dude. The horse didn't go down though, so it's got quite a chin.
Oh yeah, you can punch a horse right in the face. I actually did punch a horse in the face one time.
Did you really?
Right in the forehead. Yeah.
Where at?
I was backloading it onto a trailer and it kept like kind of bucking a little bit. I don't know if it was scared or if they get spooked sometimes. So I don't know if it was dark and I don't know if it saw something in the back of the trailer or whatever, but it felt like it was going to start bucking and it would have fucked its head up. So I just punched it right between the eyes and it calmed down.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like a reset button.
That's cool. That's cool. And if you're out there at home, feel free to punch a horse today. All right, do your part.
Mongo knocked out. Wasn't it a bull? Was it a horse?
No, he rode a bull. He knocked out a horse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Blazing Saddles was trending on Twitter earlier, but I didn't look and see why.
I didn't either. Yeah, was that what it was?
What? So I saw that too, and like every fucking couple of months, you know, it trends because it's like they could never make this movie again. But this one was trending because My Little Pony had an ancillary character named Blazing Saddles.
Didn't know that. I'm a brony too. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Might be a new character, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, My Little Pony had a character in it named Blazing Saddles.
Man, I'm all in now. Now I'm on the hunt. I'll be on eBay all night long on all fours looking for that goddamn thing. Not because I'm getting fucked from behind, but I'm trying to mimic the horse.
You can't get fucked from behind when you're wearing your horse tail.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, I guess it could push the tail up into you farther, but that would. I mean, you would have to hit it at the exact right angle.
It's going to be really difficult.
I guess you could go DP on it.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah. A horse anus is pretty big.
But if you're wearing the horse tail.
Oh, if I am,
it's a butt plug tail.
Yeah.
What about a horse tail butt plug for the horse so it's got a double tail?
Shit.
And how hard does the horse kick you?
Yeah.
Look, you can't really talk to a horse, but you can get feedback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're doing something to an animal and it doesn't stop you somehow or try to stop you, to me, that's implied consent.
I agree.
All I'm trying to say is we've not raped any horses.
Not yet. I mean, it's on the table, though. I think they might pass that law in Detroit. Hey, you can kill whatever you want, give it to your family, and you can rape a horse in your front yard.
If I can execute it, why can't I rape it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair thing to say.
We'll figure it out. We'll get there. I think America's moving in the right direction.
Well, speaking of banging, this next story.
Oh, this is my favorite one of the week, dude.
Yeah.
Cops gone wild. 4 police officers from the Tennessee town Laverne were fired for allegedly having sex on duty with a female cop who was also fired and accused of taking off her top at what the local mayor called a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party.
I don't know if he's seen Girls Gone Wild, but it's not typically 4 dudes and 3.
Well,
you know what I mean?
So pop her up on screen here because there was about 3 different officers who were fucking her. So they blurred out Homeboy's face here.
I don't think
he's just a random cop.
Yeah. But
the guy they blurred out.
Oh, okay. He wasn't banging her? All right.
I know there are some people don't photograph well, but I mean, there's no good photograph of this woman, is there?
She's got a nasty looking forehead.
She's got a weird ass head,
That's
man.
real deep. Oh, is that the guy fucking her right there?
He's one of the 4.
One of them.
This guy's going after it. Oh, that's a ring.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This gets worse.
I think 2 of the dudes that were banging her
yeah.
were married, and
so is she.
And then she's also married, and it's a fucking crazy story. She was chugging this dude's hog.
Yeah. So see the black guy here?
Yes.
Which one? There's more than one.
She was bragging about the size of his cock to other people.
Yes.
Of
course she was.
Yeah, and that's what I said when I read the article. I was like, "Yo, dude, of course she was talking about the black guy."
A little.
All right, so let's see this picture here, Bob. Is there any way to zoom in? Because I got fooled by the witch yesterday, the pagan. I don't want to get fooled again.
I don't know how you got fooled by her.
Because it's fucking tiny, dude. This is so far away. I'm going to post it on my Instagram.
That looks like those little suckers, dum-dums?
Yeah.
Her head is completely round, and it just has hair on it.
Well, a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
That that hairline starts
So
real
you like
far back.
You dropped a dum dum in a barber shop, essentially.
Yeah. But so here's the thing. Part of this is because they went into the sexual exploitations of Megan. Her name was Megan, by the way.
Of course it is.
Megan Hall or Maegan. It's Maegan. How do you pronounce that?
Megan.
No, we're not giving it a soft A, are we?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, it's a diphthong. It's EA is not. What do you think that means?
No, it's AE.
AE?
Yeah, so it's Maegan.
Let me look up the pronunciation
It's
of
not
AE.
EA Sports because then we'd be in the game.
A diphthong, by the way, is a part of speech. It's when two vowels are.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
but AE on Maegan is that's a weird one, dude. Because that would mean the A is soft.
AE.
No one else was soft though, because 3 different officers were fucking her in the department.
Archaeology has an AE in it, and Archee. So Megan, maybe Megan, yeah.
Maybe
That's
Megan should have been
upsetting.
a fucking archaeologist.
That's upsetting. I don't like it.
I don't either. But fellow patrol officers Juan Lugo Perez, sweet name, Lewis Powell, Detective Seneca Shields, another sweet name, and Sergeant Henry Ty McGowan admitted to the accusations according to the report. How many is that? 1, 2,
4 dudes.
4 dudes.
We're digging. We're just digging out this 3.
Oh boy,
on duty.
dude.
So she's married. Hall's married. She's also accused of revealing her breasts while at a quote steamy family Memorial Day boat party with patrol officer Patrick Magliocco.
Oh, that's another one. There's a new one
who
here.
was suspended, and fellow officers David Durham and Eric Stotts. S-T-A-A-T-S.
Now with Shields here, he was claiming that he had oral sex with her in the department's gym while on duty.
Duty. Nice. I don't. That's one of them. Then there was a fucking boat party. Then there was a hot tub situation where her top came off, and then the Stotts guy said that he was just trying to help her get her top back on.
Right.
Which is what I do. Anytime a woman takes her clothes off, my first instinct is to try to get them back on.
Now she's married, by the way.
Yeah,
but
it gets
the husband
deeper.
got mad
Because she keeps trying to have threesomes with him.
Correct.
And he is not into it, apparently,
No.
according to this report anyways.
And that's something you don't find out, or one would think later on in a relationship. Oh, go to that wider shot, Bob.
This is the one I was showing
Let's
you.
see that. Yeah, but you were zooming into her forehead, and that freaked me out. I mean,
It
look,
doesn't get any better. Like if
hang
you
on.
have to look at
Hang
someone
on.
from farther away to make them more attractive, that doesn't make them more attractive.
Guys, I'm trying to put myself in the cop's shoes here. All right.
I'm just trying to put myself in the husband's shoes. Like she keeps coming home and being like, "We should have a threesome. This guy has a giant cock." Like,
Right,
I
right.
don't think you took any classes in college on how to
Look,
sell
as
things.
the husband, you either get on board or you start planning your lives apart.
I agree. And
Or murder
I think
suicide
that's-
is the other
I
option,
think that's
yeah.
where it's going here.
Especially when she
with,
pulls up that dude.
Maegan. But let's face
No,
it.
this guy is never giving you a turn on the good hole.
No,
look at that.
No, he's destroying the good hole.
Look at that guy. Man, imagine if he showed up. Oh, he's a canine cop too? He'll show up with a dog. He probably let the dog fuck her. That's dark.
Yeah,
either way.
you were.
But let's examine this from the standpoint of you live in Laverne, Tennessee. And I'm going to be real. I know a lot of places in Tennessee. I don't know Laverne.
No, never heard of it.
So if you've got one of these, what would you say on a best day? A 3 or a 4 for her?
I don't know, probably 3, yeah.
Okay, a 3.
Yeah.
If you're on duty in this weird fucking town all day long and some girl's just offering to suck your dick or get fucked in a gym.
Yeah, I mean, are you asking me if when I'm bored, would I eat a Nutter Butter?
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah.
a shitty snack? Yeah, I'm probably going to eat it.
I would actually.
If it's lying around, yeah, I'll pick it
That's
up
what
off the
I'm
ground and
saying.
eat it.
So I don't know that we should.
Oh, no, I think this, to me, is a completely victimless crime, except for maybe her husband.
Her
But
husband.
Adultery is not a crime.
Well, and
in
the other
most
guy's
places.
wives, because now they're finding out
That's
about it.
their fucking problem, though. Like, I don't see why you would get fired, suspended, or charged with anything for this. This is stupid.
Well, they've got to do an investigation. Was anybody fired?
I think instead of an investigation, they should pay them overtime to recreate all the sex scenes and then sell that to make money for the department.
Okay.
So they can afford maybe bulletproof vests or new cars or perhaps better employees.
So Homegirl was open about the relationship with the officers and once bragged to the, what do you call him, the sheriff, the fucking who's the
Captain?
dude? Yeah, whatever.
Chief?
Chief. Yeah,
Maybe?
let's go with Chief, just because I like calling people Chief. She bragged to the chief that that she fucking sucked his dick while on duty. So like that was in the car. It was in the cop car. I just imagine that shit goes on all the time.
If you've got if it's a male-female partner situation, why wouldn't you do that? It gets boring,
Boring
man.
as shit.
Like on deployments, if there was just like somebody to suck your dick all the time while you were bored, why would you not do that?
Yeah. Now,
So
go ahead.
two things. One, I think she's a 10.
Wow.
Out of how many numbers?
Yeah.
Look, the best ability is
40,000.
availability.
It is. That's true. And that's why, like, I don't even blame these dudes. They got caught, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Well, one of
I would also
the
like
one
to-
of the married dudes was in an open relationship with his wife, and
No shit.
he and his wife. I think it was in the article somewhere. He and his wife were trying to bang this woman Hall, and maybe her husband to get involved. She started making out with the other officer's wife, and then her husband came in and got butthurt about that too. It sounds like he's a fucking cuck.
yeah.
What do you mean sounds like? He
Yeah,
has
well,
big
I mean,
cock.
hates
by definition, he is a cuck, but he's behaving like one, which
Yeah.
upsets me.
Yeah.
By the way, Hard AF is sold just south of Laverne in
No way.
Smyrna, Tennessee. It's a suburb of Nashville.
So go pick yourself
Oh,
up a
shit.
12-pack of Hard AF.
Here it is on
drink
Hard
Smyrna.
AF seltzer, yeah.
drink the entire 12-pack and then go to this police station and ask them where the sex tapes are.
You can go to Parkway Beer there in
Yeah.
Smyrna. What's the other one, Bob? Pop it back
I
up.
want to know.
Legacy
Legacy
Wine and Spirits. That's a
Oh
little
shit!
further-
I've been to Legacy Wine and Spirits.
That's a little
I've actually
further
been
away.
to this town.
It's a suburb of Nashville.
Yes,
Like,
I've been there. Holy shit!
I
dude.
think we should go back.
Well, now that I know where this is at, I want to retract my statements because there's a lot of fucking good-looking people in Nashville. Just
Yeah, but
cruise
not
on over.
But not in the police car right next
Yeah,
to you.
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
I would say
true.
what you need to do is drink a 12-pack of Hard AF, and like Dan said, you show up. Don't ask for the sex tapes, or do it formally. All right, submit a handwritten FOI, FOIA request.
yeah.
Drunk as fuck, and don't leave until they give you the sex tapes.
Yeah. Or ask if she's on duty, and then start laughing every time you say the word duty.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, is Officer Hall on duty? And it's like, oh, sorry. That word's really funny, right? But yeah, is she on duty? Because I want to fuck.
Man, who was her partner? Did it say in that
don't
article?
know.
Because that, at least you're excited to go to work every day where you're like, man, this crazy bitch is going to give me head in the fucking car.
Yeah, man. I mean, fucking life's hard. Being a cop is hard these days.
Sure is,
It's not
dude.
fun.
And if homegirl's offering it up, like, I mean, she was bragging about it to the chief.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I don't know many. How how funny would it be if women were like that? It's like if like let's just say this was a finance company of some sort, and there's us, and then maybe the same amount of women in the office. We're all just working, and you know, Becky shows up in the morning and she goes, "You guys aren't going to believe this. I fucked the shit out of this dude last night."
Well-
like, what? It's like, yeah, he weighed like 300 pounds, man. He was missing his right foot. I fucked his ass big time. And everybody, I mean, that would be hilarious.
I don't think we're far off from this. So she also bragged about fucking one of the dudes in the restroom inside of there. And then the other guy's statement was, I don't know what the big deal is. Everybody knows she has multiple partners. Like, holy shit. Everybody was probably excited to work with her.
Yeah. I mean,
know?
it's like, so whose turn is it on the good hole?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it on the good hole? Son of a bitch. What a day. What a day. What a news story to end on. The Drinkin' Bro of the week here. This one was actually submitted by hand. This came in by hand. Oh, shit. I hope there's not an address on the back of this. Whoopsies. I hope you couldn't read that. Either way, this was Lucinda and Jeremiah. And they sent this to request all of our presents, all of us, to go to this wedding. It is February, when is it? 2023. I understand the years and all that stuff, but I don't know that there's, February 11th. Shit.
We'll be in
We'll be-
Phoenix.
it's this the weekend of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll be in Phoenix.
We will actually be on hole 17. And if you're in Phoenix there at the Waste Management Open, we'll be there. So if you want to come get fucked up with us, that's where actually we'll be. But thank you for the invites. And this is the reception. This looks like a nice thing. It's a nice little card here. But I wanted to shout you guys out. We appreciate the invite.
Wait, where's the wedding?
Don't know. Let's find out. I don't want to fuck up their shit. Oh, it's in Florida. Fort Walton Beach.
Oh, dope.
Beautiful.
We would have gone to that. It's-
Beautiful. We wouldn't have, but that's
No.
a nice thing for you to
well,
say.
I mean, we could have. We're not going to go.
No.
My birthday's that
Richard
week, too.
Dinoff is also getting married in February down there in Florida somewhere. Yeah. And I told Richard, I was like, bro, I can't.
We might be able to.
I
It
can't
depends
make
on
your
where it
second
is.
wedding. I love you as a person.
Well,
I can't do it.
if it marries with one of our fucking hard AF events, maybe.
Oh, well, shit. Because there's a shot we might go to the Daytona 500. I'll know next
We should.
week.
I talked to Jared about it this morning.
Oh, you did?
I don't think he's going to go, but Matt and Travis Pastrana and all those guys are going to go. So.
Okay, I'll know next week.
Yeah.
I'll have an answer for you. But yeah, if all those guys are going, it'll be fun. Let's do it. And we're in all the shit there in Daytona Beach. So we just walk into a store and pick up our own booze. Speaking of which, go to hardafseltzer.com. Get it shipped to your house, fuckfaces. Or if you're in Tennessee or Florida, Laverne, Tennessee, you can just get it. There's like 80 locations in Nashville, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Maybe she was drinking. I hope she was drinking it before she was sucking all these drinks.
Yeah, you want to think so, right?
You hope so.
Like when somebody does something heroic, you hope they've used your products, or you hope they're wearing your merch or something. Not like that fucking dumb on January 6th wearing the Black Rifle hat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you want somebody that's actually doing some cool shit.
Like, I don't care if you use this Drinkin' Bros t-shirt as a catch rag. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, I'm actually honored by it.
Yeah.
So feel free to buy the merch and just use it as a catch rag or a wipe off or whatever she's
or
doing.
strangle yourself with it, right?
Yes.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. We don't judge.
We don't kink shame.
We never have here, never will. And, Megan Hall, cheers to you for providing some fun and entertainment to your small town and all the officers there. God bless you guys. All right, we're proud of you, Megan. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, and leave a quick review. You definitely won't be after this show. We're Spotify, which is just a 5-star, and then you can walk the fuck away and be on about your life. Go there today and do all the things. Do you hear a train horn out there?
There was something. What was that?
Is
Did
that
you
a
guys hear
train
that?
horn? No, these guys they're fucking dead back there.
Checked out.
Yeah.
We kind of heard it, but
What is it? Is it a train? Do we have trains here?
Ghost train.
Train coming through.
Oh, but there's train cars across the street.
Those are not real.
They might have put the whistle in it, though.
They're real trains. They're just
I'm
not
going to go out there.
operational.
If it's Sip It, dude, I'm going to go out there and rage with those guys.
Shut that fucking train up, bitch.
Man, I can't hear myself think.
They're moving right now.
So much trains. Sip It?
Yeah.
To where?
I don't know. They just heard the horn.
Oh, they're getting out of the way. I thought you meant moving locations. I would have lost my fucking mind, dude. I love Sip It.
How many times have you been there?
Shit. Probably 12,
Like
13.
actually?
Oh, for real. I know the owners. I know everybody there that works there. You know why? Because we get it for like neighborhood parties and all that other shit. Like, it's rad. Can you name another drive-through margarita fucking 190 octane joint?
No, you can get them delivered though, right? I think that's like a law in Texas now.
Yes. You can get them delivered to your house. And if you order, because they'll do like catering and shit, but yeah, dude, but you can also just drink and drive in your car. And it's kind of like, you're right outside the door. It's amazing.
It's going to get cold the next 2 days. 38 degrees tonight.
Here?
Yeah, and then 36 tomorrow night, and then it kind of goes back up again.
Well, my pipes have already burst, so it doesn't really matter.
What's Sunday like?
Sunday is going to be high of 74, low of 56. So it's
Okay,
going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah, you going golfing?
I am. Yeah.
Good for you.
Beautiful day. Maybe a little bit overcast depending on what time of day it is, but the winds are going to be 20 miles per hour. So
Oh, shit.
Good luck, bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day to shoot.
you'll have
86.
You'll have something to blame your shitty mid-range
I like
game
playing in
on.
the conditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you do last weekend?
I did all right. I finished 5th in the tournament.
Nice.
Out of 16.
It's top third.
I didn't cash in the money though. Top 3 got paid.
Is that? Oh, that's your fucking shit.
Oh, my God, dude.
What is that? Like an Amber Alert or something?
Mine. Yeah, it is, actually. It's a fucking Amber Alert for... holy shit, dude. It's the woman's name is Amber.
I turned that off.
I know.
I don't want
gotta
to
turn it
know
off.
if somebody's in trouble, that's not my problem. I don't want to hear about it.
Is that an option to turn off on the iPhone?
Oh yeah, I've had it turned off, and it never turns back on. I've had it turned off. As soon as I got my first iPhone, I think it was a 3 or 4.
Okay.
I turned that stupid shit off, and it's never come back on again.
Unbelievable.
So they know, like, there's
They know you don't care
you can
about missing
verify
people.
literally that I don't care about people.
The actual
Without-
person's
yeah.
name was Amber, by the way.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
why it freaked me out. Yeah, it was. Weird story here, but who fucking cares, dude? Way to end the show. Proud of you today. That FBI raid at Biden's will probably go down in like 2 hours, I imagine. So We'll be live for that.
Any day now.
Whenever it happens, we'll go live for it. I can promise you that, which will be never, because that's never going to happen. His last name isn't Trump, so that's not going to happen. Thanks for joining us, kids. For D'Anthony Holloway, I am Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News.